everyone, and welcome to another Annual Pass live stream. We are here live in Austin, Texas. I am your host, Jack Pattillo, and of course, joining me as always, my lovely, beautiful, talented co-host, BK.
Hello.
What is up, BK? Hi, if you're watching this live right now, thank you very much. We appreciate you. We love you very much. Are we live on youtube.com/annualpass yet? Should be now.
Let's go.
I don't know. Anyway, hey, we're hanging out today. We're going to be hanging out for a couple hours and answering questions from you guys over in the chat over at youtube.com/annualpass. We've also got answers from the questions we've been asking over the last few episodes of Annual Pass as well. If you listen to the podcast, you know, at the end of every episode, I say, hey, I've got a question for you, the beautiful pass holders, and then you guys answer it, and then, you know, we go over all the answers during our live stream. We pick some winners, and then we mail you guys an autographed theme park map, now including the lovely autograph from BK
Let's go.
herself. So, yeah, but anyway, BK, welcome to your very first live stream.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
This is going to be the most low-key, chill live stream you will ever be a part of.
Okay.
You've got your laptop open there. You're going to be hanging out with talking with chat over at Rooster Teeth and on youtube.com/annualpass. I've got my Lego set here right now. This is what I've been building. Really, this is just an excuse for me to be able to build Lego for 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm building the roller coaster Lego set, which I had for literally years, and I had nowhere to build it. So I'm like, this is perfect.
That makes sense.
Yeah, you can see right here. It's you know, I did the first 2 steps last time. Hopefully
That was
get through
2 steps?
Yeah, I think there's 2 books. So there's 2 books of this thing here. I'm on page 59.
50 out of
I mean, the other book's over here.
the other book. Oh, God.
Let's see here. So here's the second book. This is the second half of it. So we go up to 258 pages. So we got some time.
Yes.
Jeff is not here, if you haven't noticed already. Mr. Geoff Ramsey, he underwent some medical stuff, and so he's at home right now, relaxing, taking it easy. Don't worry, he'll be back at some point. I will make sure of it. Otherwise, I will slap him around or kick him or something like that. So anyway, hi, everyone. It's good seeing you right now. It's good being back. Thank you so much for all the support and love for Annual Pass. We had our RTX panel.
Yes.
That was a blast.
That was actually really funny. I don't know what I was expecting when you were like, hey, BK, you want to be on Annual Pass Goes to Japan? I said, are we really going to Japan? You said no.
No, well, I made a pitch. Maybe someday.
That's what you called that?
Maybe someday we'll go to Japan. Right now, I mean, yeah. So basically, I pieced together a pitch document to pitch the higher ups at Rooster Teeth to see if we could actually go to Japan. I mean, based on what you saw, do you think we will actually be able to make that happen? I
mean, you have to make those revisions that Jeff said first, but after that, maybe they won't laugh in your face.
Okay. Well, I'm used to being laughed at right in the face, so it's okay. It's all good. We've got the chat open on youtube.com/annualpass. If you want to talk along with us, you want to say hi, ask myself or BK a question, feel free to, at youtube.com/annualpass. I've been doing YouTube shorts and TikToks.
You
and
have.
Stuff. Have you
it's
seen
been
that?
really good.
I finally was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it myself. Very old school Achievement Hunter way, where I started making like news updates talking about the stuff that's going on in the world of theme parks, and posted them over on TikTok. We are Annual Pass Pod on TikTok, and also I'm uploading the shorts. My mic falling? No, it's not. We're uploading the shorts as well at youtube.com/annualpass. So let me know if you guys like those. I'm pretty happy with it. But we got the chat open over here. I see some lovely folks jumping in right now. But yeah, so. How was your first RTX?
RTX was awesome. I have done a lot of like conventions before, but mostly for like cosplay stuff. So like I like to dress up and be a weeaboo. But it was weird kind of like being like the guest of the whole con, if that makes sense.
It's unique.
Yeah.
Sure. But it's cool. It is very, very cool. Like everyone I met was super friendly and very nice. Everyone was very kind.
So cool.
So many people happy to be back after so long away.
I know. I was like, it was 2 years, right, since you've done it in person. So
yeah. And so it was good times, and had a lot of fun. I've seen a lot of FOMO online. A lot of people wish they would have gone. Which, just saying, next year RTX next year is going to be even better. So. It was a blast. All right, looks like we got the chat open now. We're running. So if you want to go hang out with us, youtube.com/annualpass, jump in chat over there, and we will answer any questions. But we have some questions from some previous episodes
yes,
we will
we
go
do.
over. Do you have those things pulled down?
I got some right here. Boom.
Okay.
I actually am really excited about this one because this is one of the few episodes I listened to before I was like, hey, are we gonna be on this?
Before you were commissioned into the role.
So this one is the Back to the Future episode.
Good episode.
Yeah, so good. I learned so much from y'all talking about it. I did not know.
That's a great ride.
I was lucky enough to go on it before it wasn't there anymore.
Okay.
So
Well, you're down in Florida. So
yeah. But the question was, what historical figure would you want to take on a roller coaster?
Ooh.
It's a really good one.
Thank you.
I get hung up on historical figure. Like, does that
It could
mean
be anyone? Like literally
anyone?
someone of name in the past.
Okay.
Even
someone of-
present, really, a historical figure could be alive right now.
You know what? Is it historical if they're making history?
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, because if they're making history, technically they've already made
done
history.
it, right?
So like I would say like Obama. Obama is a historical figure right now. He's still alive.
Yes, yes.
So I would argue, big names.
Okay.
Anyway.
No, there's a lot of great answers here.
What are some of the answers we got?
Okay, so we've got one here from the TNT Raider. Says, I'd probably take Jesus Christ onto Cosmic Rewind. I don't know. I feel like he'd really enjoy it.
Okay.
I really love that answer.
All right, Jesus Christ, riding a roller coaster. I mean, he was a handyman, right? He was a carpenter.
He was a carpenter.
He would be blown away by all of the.
Well, you should take him on a wooden coaster then.
go,
Maybe not
that's true.
Cosmic Rewind. Like,
Take him on the Texas Giant.
there you go. There you go. This is another one. This is from Big D. They say, first one I considered was Henry Ford. Might be amazed the way society has found use for vehicles.
Okay.
It's actually very thoughtful.
Yeah, well, there was the World of Motion before Test Track, which was a whole thing about the evolution of motion. So it literally went from like creating the wheel to automobiles.
Oh, that's so cool.
So it's gone now. The Test Track lives there, but that would've been kind of. It seems like that would have been appropriate for Henry Ford. I think. As a matter of fact, I think Chevrolet sponsors Test Track. But,
oh yeah, they did. They did that whole
yeah.
refresh or whatever, and I was
So.
like, this is cool now.
Yeah.
What else we got? I am ashamed because I don't know if I know who this person is.
Uh-oh.
But Smalls925 says, I would like to take Nicholas Copernicus on Space Mountain.
Ooh, Copernicus.
He's one of my favorite scientists.
He was an astronomer. He was like one of the first astronomers.
Okay.
Yeah, Copernicus.
I was like, is that a constellation or?
Probably. I mean, they probably named a couple after him. But yeah, I could totally see that. Like someone who's looking at the stars.
Yeah, Space Mountain would be a good one too. They're like, is this what travel is? But why not Mission Space? Take them there.
Because Mission Space is horrible.
Oh!
It drives me crazy that is your go-to. Yeah, that's wild. I don't know what's wrong with you.
I like role playing, Jack. Okay.
Did you see that? Well, you saw probably both versions of Mission Space then. The old Gary Sinise version, and now it's, God, I forget her name. She was in Firefly.
Oh my gosh.
She's Wash's lady friend.
Yes.
Security officer.
Security officer. God, I can't remember her name.
Anyway, but I'm pretty sure that's her, right?
I think so. I think you're right.
It's been a while since I've been on it. So
Fact check us, Jack. Let us know.
Well, producer Ben's around here somewhere. He can get a laptop open too. We can yell at Ben if I get some incorrect information. I know a lot of things, but not all of the things. So
Oh, it's too much to know everything.
there's a lot of things out there.
There's still a couple more here. So Ace, I don't know how to say this. OXAT. How do you pronounce that? Oxit? That's a weird name. Says Benjamin Franklin was the first person to pop into my head.
Okay.
Kind of the same vein as Newton in showing what his experiments helped lead to. Could freak him out by going to the Hall of Presidents. That's pretty funny.
Well, wasn't that an episode of Doctor Who where they took Van Gogh to the future and he got to see his work?
Really?
Yeah.
I am like baby in Doctor Who. I randomly saw an arc 2 days ago on YouTube TV, BBC Network, and I recognized not the doctor that was there. It was an older guy.
There have been quite a few doctors.
I've heard.
I want to say it's 9 doctors at this point or something. And so.
Yeah, and then I was very confused the whole time. People were robots, ? They were like machines.
Cybermen.
Steampunk. This guy had a half of a face. And then the lady, she called the past doctor, and I knew that doctor.
Okay.
I've seen his face before.
Is it David Tennant, possibly? Or Chris Capaldi, or.
You're saying a lot of names. I'm so sorry.
If it was Dr. Pepper, he'd be all over that.
Yeah. Dr.
Good.
Pepper, that's a doctor I know.
I'm solid. Yeah, it's just what the doctor ordered. So. Okay. So who would be your go-to?
My go-to? Such a hard decision because I led with the problem that makes this difficult.
Yeah.
Is historical figure.
Yeah.
I tend to lean to someone who's no longer with us, but since the door it is wide open, I don't know. I feel like, is this weird? But like, I kind of want. I feel so bad because of the next question. I kind of really want to go on a ride with Michael Jackson.
Ooh, okay.
Because like I know how much he loves the Neverland stuff and all of that.
Super into theme parks.
So I would feel like he would have like the same energy I would have, like just enjoying being in the space and doing all the things and mascots. But I don't know.
There's some negative things.
Yeah, that's why I said the but.
Yeah,
but I'm trying to find like a figure that would really just have a good time, rather than like someone who's like, I'm interested in how it works.
If you want someone with like childlike imagination, I think Michael Jackson is definitely that person.
Right.
He certainly embodied just the wonderment, and he loved Disneyland. He would go there all the time. And he was known to like go places and actually wear disguises so he could sneak around and just be normal.
That's cool.
A buddy of mine that I know, he used to work at a video store in Los Angeles. And they would shut down the store for Michael to come in at nights. So they would close it down. And like the first time it happened that he didn't know that was the thing, he was like restocking a shelf, and all of a sudden he looked up and Michael Jackson was looking back at him. Like, oh. And then his manager started laughing, and they all had a good time of it and everything. But still, that's pretty wild. Let's see here.
Oh, Doctor Who fans are crying thanks to Jack. There's actually 13.
13. I knew there were about, what did I say, 9?
You said 9.
The old ones, like because there was a gap. They made them for the BBC forever ago.
Okay.
And then they brought it back. And so the newer stuff is the stuff I know. Oh. And so that's where like Matt Smith, David Tennant, that's where they came from. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Because I immediately, now that I know what a TARDIS is, I immediately thought Tower of Terror, but Doctor Who.
Ooh.
Because it's the booth, but like it doesn't really move.
Well, the cool thing, what I would like to see if they ever did like a Doctor Who attraction, it would be neat if they had an effect where like you go, like, because you see the phone booth and like maybe do some like mirror type stuff where it looks like it's a phone booth just by itself, but then you open the door and it's a whole
building.
room.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I know you could do stuff like that. Like there's definitely like tricks and things you could pull off that if you work it right, that would be kind of a cool thing.
That would be sick. That sounds like a really good idea. Who we got to talk to?
We know some Imagineers now.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
I mean, like there's effects like that in a couple places already, but even like I'm thinking, like the tents in Harry Potter, like when they set up the tent, it's like the small little thing you go in, it's like a whole house. You could totally pull that off.
That would be dope.
Totally
I think that would be awesome.
Absolutely.
We got like 3 other picks, which are pretty good. Okay. I'll speed run them. Quack Neptune says, I would want someone heavily involved in the Salem witch trials to go to Hogsmeade or Diagon Alley just to see the look on their face when they see how celebrated magic and witchcraft is in modern pop culture. Wow. I think that's probably the unique response out of all of these.
I appreciate the ones that are done out of spite. It's like,
I need you to see what you've done.
Suck it.
Then let's see. F1 Ferrari Girl says Marilyn Monroe on Top Thrill Dragster.
Top Thrill Dragster. That's in Cedar Point.
Cedar Point, yes.
In Ohio.
She seems like a thrill seeker.
Well, she was married to a baseball player, so.
So maybe there's something there.
Oh, into something wild.
And then Super Muffin Girl says Steve Irwin on the Velocicoaster. His eye energy and sense of adventure, I think he'd have a blast.
Yeah, he seemed like he was a very enthusiastic guy about pretty much anything. So
this best part. Second, I'd love to hear him describe the Raptors. Look at that beauty right there. Look at her. I reckon she's hungry. Look at those teeth. Hello, sweetheart.
Hello, sweetheart.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
That's pretty good.
Sweet. All right. So, okay, of those answers, who do you think deserves to win an autographed theme park map?
Ooh.
And we'll highlight someone. We'll reach out to you and get it all sorted.
I had a moment. I was tied between 2, and then I reread the one that
I'll let you pick.
No, you know the one.
You thinking it's either Michael Jackson or Jesus.
We need our Lord and Savior here to get this map, is what I think.
Was that TNT Raider?
Yes.
All right. I think TNT may have actually won one before.
What?
An autographed map from BK as well. So
let's go.
There you go. We'll reach out to you. We'll get a hold of you. Thank you very much. I do see chat popping up right now.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are all in there. 9 is the new 13. Thanks, Patrick. Appreciate you. Just because I don't know them off the top of my head.
Come on, get your act together, Jack.
TTD has been closed since last year. Wait. TTD. What is TTD? I know that. It's not Tomorrowland Transit Authority. That's TTD.
Top Thrill Dragster.
Top Thrill Dragster. That's it. I didn't know it was closed. Cedar Point is definitely one of those places I absolutely want to go to at some point. That's the sort of the granddaddy of big theme park attractions up in Ohio. And I got to get up there. I'll go see a Columbus Crew game versus maybe Austin FC.
Oh yeah, sports ball. You love that.
I do. I love.
You love that.
Austin, top of the table. We're literally.
I've heard you talk about you being a top of the table 4 times today this morning.
Dude, 3 goals last night. Looked awesome. Fagundes with a straight up just goal off a penalty kick. It was awesome.
I love sports ball people. They talk as if they're a part of the team. They say we won.
It's our city.
You didn't do anything.
I was cheering. They could hear me. My energy and my enthusiasm is what helped us push Houston out of the way to win that game.
Well, congratulations.
4 games in a row. We're doing great right now.
That's awesome.
1 point ahead of LA. Feels good.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
It's over.
Jack,
Oh, Ben's here.
The Top Thrill Dragster was closed in August 2021 when a metal plate detached from the coaster and struck a Michigan woman in the head.
Oh,
It
Jesus.
is closed as of that incident. They still have not reopened it. They don't plan to reopen it through the rest of 2022.
Wow. All right. Well, maybe this is not the year to go to Cedar Point then.
A metal plate?
Yeah. I don't know. Where would a metal plate?
That's what I'm saying. In my head, metal plate is like small. So I'm like, do you mean like the screws came out and just this little bink?
Yeah, it could be like a washer, or it could be like literally like a piece of china.
Right.
You know, like a proper plate. You know. Well, I guess that's where the thrill part of Top Thrill Dragster comes from.
There it is.
It's the fear of possibly being struck by a metal plate is what'll do it for you.
That metal plate was out for vengeance.
Good God. That's frightening.
I could.
Is that an attraction you would go on? Do you know which one I'm talking about? Top Thrill Dragster.
Top Thrill.
It looks
Dragster.
super simple. It's just a straight track, and then at the end it just goes straight.
Yeah.
Vertical. Yeah. It like does a 90-degree turn up. You go from 0 to I think is it over 100? You may probably have it there. It goes very, very, very fast.
120 miles per hour.
There you go. 120 miles an hour. Pretty much straight
400-foot drop.
Yep. You go straight up, you loop over a little hill, and then come right back down. There's not much to it. But it was one of the first coasters to break the 100-mile-an-hour barrier. And now there's quite a few like that, actually, that are very, very similar to that one. There's one in Thorpe Park, actually, where Jeff and I went to called Stealth. That very similar thing where it's just very fast, launches you up a thing, and then you turn around and come back down. So it's.
I'm looking up all the things.
You're looking up all the things.
Yeah, because you've opened my mind to like the world of theme parks.
See, but the thing is, I can tell you this stuff, and you're not like, F that.
No.
I'm actually going to do it. It's like, okay, cool. And I appreciate that. And that's why I love having you be part of this show.
Heck yeah.
Because you are still willing to, throw your body at stuff and be like, let's do it. Why not? Let's go crazy. Let's, get silly with it. And so, whereas, like Jeff and I, we've only got a limited amount of time left before our bodies break down. And producer Ben has to carry us out of whatever park we might be at.
So I'm looking at this. What angle would you say the Top Thrill Dragster drops you at?
What angle? It's almost straight down. I'm going to say it's probably like 85 degrees, maybe 90. Because
it is a 90-degree. So the only other ride I've ridden that has that is SheiKra at Busch Gardens.
Okay.
And I think I piss myself every time I do.
You have a POV of the ride to your right.
Oh yeah, here we go. Here's a POV of it. So again, it looks super intimidating. It's not a whole lot to it. It pretty much just goes straight up and turns around and goes
That
down.
is definitely intimidating.
But yeah, look, I love that
it turns.
They have stands. Yeah, it turns. It kind of art like it bends.
It goes like that, yeah.
But you can see here, they literally you have push your head back against the seat, and then it has the lights because it's like a drag strip.
Are you like this strapped in?
I think so. I think you're fully strapped in, like over
shoulders.
Yeah.
That's my favorite strap in. Are you a forward pusher? Or are you like this?
I push my back up against it as much as I can, like whenever I'm going. All right, so now here's the.
Bro, this buildup, I probably would have already been crying. Oh my God.
And then you just break the sound barrier and it turns off the video. There we go. And it's straight up. Well, okay, we're losing.
Jeez, it went like this.
It goes up and then turns and then it's.
No.
spirals down, and then you're back, and then you're done. That's literally it. Like, you just go up and down. And
Okay, I would probably cry, but I could handle one
you can handle one?
of those. One.
All I want is one. I appreciate one. That's more than enough for me. So, yeah, that would be great. That'd be great. That's something I think Jeff would look at and be like, nope, no thank you, not for me.
Yeah, it's bold of you to assume that I would be able to carry both you and Jeff out of the theme park. I thought we brought BK on to be able to carry all three of us out of the theme park.
Oh, that's true. That is true.
Like
I'm not carrying anyone.
No?
you just leave me there to die. It's fine.
Yeah, you better get one of them big basket strollers or something.
Get an ECV. It'll be great. Just like, get a little electric vehicle. Just throw our dead bodies on that and just sit on top of us and ride it out.
Just leave us on the ride. We'll just keep going over and over.
Put you in the back cart, you'll be fine.
That would be awesome.
No, that was quite terrifying. The spin up was a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah. Well, at that point, you're just like, even like Velocicoaster has a similar, it's called the top hat, is when it goes up and down like that. Mm-hmm. Velocicoaster has a top hat.
And then it goes upside down.
It goes upside down a lot. I think 5 inversions on that one. But that one, so it starts off, the Velocicoaster is basically 2 different attractions. It's 2 different roller coasters. The first half is very twisty, turny, winds you all around, flips you ups and down. Mm-hmm. And then it kind of levels out and there's a straightaway.
And it goes again.
And then it launches you again. And then you go up a big top hat like that where you go up and over. And you can see the whole Islands of Adventure. It's very cool.
I liked, though, how it didn't slow. Like, my thing is, I'm bad with anticipation.
Oh, okay.
Like, when you have those big, when they're like, look at the skyline. Like, Sheikah's like that. It's like, you stand at the top of that hill for, like, it feels like 20 minutes. Ooh. And I'm like, can you just drop me? And, like, they always wait that extra beat to be like, I don't want it.
Yeah, that extra little pause.
No, I need to...
Yeah, actually, I convinced Katie. Katie rode Velocicoaster, which she's not a huge coaster fan, but I think because of that, because it never stops.
No, it just goes.
Yeah, I mean, you get it. There's anticipation more waiting in line because you can see it.
See everything. Yeah.
But when you're actually on it, it's just moving and it goes by so fast.
Oh yeah, I was so happy. It was worth the wait when I went on it, and I had my long dreads in. So when we flipped upside down, like the tips of my hair were like in the water.
Oh my God.
It was really crazy. I was like, I was so close to the ground.
Now, how do you feel about the restraint system there? Because that one's just a lap.
It is, bar. Yeah.
It's well done. I mean, it's very comfortable, but it definitely feels like, is this going to dump you out on the ground? Like, it doesn't feel like there's a lot holding you into that one.
That's when you have to be like, no offense, party, but look, like we've got to sort size here because like this bar needs to go all the way down.
Well, no, it's individual. Like back in the day, that's how you.
Right. I'm sorry, still traumatized.
Scary. That was super scary, but now we're pretty good.
Those ones I don't like though. They never click far enough for me.
No?
I feel like they click, but I still got wiggle room. I don't want wiggle room when I'm going 120 miles per hour, Jack.
I think it's Incredible Hulk that I always like, because that's one that drops down over you. And I always feel like I have a little bit too much, and I'm always like pulling down, trying to get that last little like click in to like really lock me in place.
Lock me in.
And I can never seem to do it, but then as soon as it like launches you out of that first tunnel and you do that little barrel roll, I usually, like when I can finally breathe again, I realize it has been locked down. Like the coaster itself pushed me that way, so that's good. But.
No, Incredible Hulk is pretty dope. I lost my shoe on that once. They let me ride it like twice. Yeah. Like I'm a Floridian, so I'm the weird kid that wears flip-flops to an amusement park. So I went to get on, and my flip-flop's there on the track, and I'm like, my flip-flop! And they're like, 3, 2, 1, go! And I'm like, ugh! And I came back, and I'm like, hey, my shoe's there. And they're like, okay, well, we're gonna have to stop the whole thing to get your shoe. I was like, could you just maybe do it in between?
I'm sure everyone waiting in line was happy to wait longer for you to pick up your flip-flop.
And then guess who got to go on it again in the front row?
Oh, really?
Yes.
They feel bad for you?
Yes.
Wow. That's convenient.
Oh, I was so happy. I was like, I'm going to always wear flip-flops now.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't wear
No, my feet hated me.
You can rock the Crocs if you want. But
no.
They're good. You can put them in sport mode. You don't have to worry about them falling off.
Sport mode?
That's a little strap thingy on the back. It folds down, and that way it won't fall off your ankle. Come on. How do I know more about fashion than you? This is impossible. This is impossible.
I'm locked in. Look at me in my Crocs.
King of the Mooner says, do you guys remember when Fabio was on a coaster and collided with a Canadian goose? Have you heard this story? So this is a real thing. So Fabio, you know who Fabio is?
Fabio.
Yes, Fabio.
Thank you.
Do you actually know who?
No, I don't. Tell me.
Have you ever seen those novels that
The novels that are telenovelas?
Well, the ones that have like the hunky guy on the like on the front, with,
Jack
like the
doesn't
shirt
know what
open.
a telenovela is.
Well, I know that's a Mexican soap opera, but I mean.
But is
like,
that not what the novels are?
Well, I mean, it's a novel though. It's an actual book.
Okay.
So it's a book where it's like, a man with like a sword,
Suave.
like a woman like hanging off his
Majestic.
leg.
Okay. Yes.
So he was known as a model they would paint him into those scenes, and he was on the cover of thousands of those books. And so there was a roller coaster somewhere where Harlequin novels. Thank you, Baller Brink 420. There was a roller coaster somewhere that they themed the coaster, or maybe the model on the coaster was themed after him. So it was like,
Okay.
it's like Colossus, or it's like Zeus, and it was like, oh, he's Zeus.
Okay, got it.
And so they had the inaugural ride with him on it, and it was him and all of like these women that were dressed up like Greek goddesses and stuff. And so he's riding it, and apparently at some point during the ride, he was in the front row. A Canadian goose flew in front of him, hit his face, and broke his nose, and it's like sprayed blood everywhere. So like he rounded the corner at the end of the ride, and it's just Fabio just like with a bloody nose, and these women are all freaking out around him. It's like, what are the odds of that? What are the odds of being hit by a bird on a roller coaster, let alone one designed after you on the first run ever?
The part that's also getting me crazy is like the specificity of it being a Canadian goose.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it was in probably Canada somewhere. I'm not
Oh, okay. I was like, is there something different about a Canadian goose I should know? Do they have like a high wind speed velocity?
It was.
I have seen this man.
It was at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. So that's in the Northeast. So
That sounds like Brooklyn, which is there's no theme park there. I can tell you that.
So,
Virginia. Okay, thank you.
Gail Fox says the goose had a personal vendetta. Thank you, Gail. Love you. If you're in chat right now, say hi to Gail Fox. Gail Fox is the amazing artist who does all of our art for Annual Pass, all of the thumbnails and stuff you see.
To better paint the picture, this was a roller coaster called Apollo's Chariot. It was like a Greek god kind of theme, so they wanted Fabio on there because he's got the muscles, he's got the flowing hair, all that stuff. They dressed up everybody else on the ride to look like Greek goddesses, like women wearing white robes and fake laurel wreaths. Fabio was not in costume. He looks like he's a manager at like a Bass Pro Shop. The button down, the flowing hair, and then just like blood all over his face.
Oh my God!
Not going to show that image.
No.
It might be. You can look it up. If you look up Fabio roller coaster, you're gonna find it very quickly.
Hilarious.
But yeah, so don't tempt the gods, I guess, is what the moral of that story is.
Ooh, Theme Park Nerd says here on RTT chat, are you guys going back to Halloween Horror Nights Orlando this year?
So the plan is to go back to Halloween Horror Nights. We talked to our friends over at Universal a little while ago, and they seemed down for it. And we have some big plans. And I think this year might be the first year BK joins us also for Halloween Horror Nights. We had a really, really good time doing it last year, and I'm very excited to get back this year. So I'm hoping we make it happen. Are you excited for Halloween Horror Nights?
Oh yeah, I have been maybe twice in my youth. I have not gone since said adult. I don't know if that'll make it better. But what I can tell you was my friends hazed me and they said, you should wear pigtails.
Uh-oh.
Apparently, pigtails is a notification for the scare people to always target you no matter where you go.
Really?
They look for young, innocent, terrified girls who have been brought to the park who are just primed for being freaked out when they sit on a park bench and there's a chainsaw revving behind them.
So actually on that topic, if you look at the screen, we have the speculation map.
Ooh.
One.
Yeah, so this is from, what is it, Halloween or Horror Night Nightmares? I believe this is a YouTuber. And a lot of this stuff gets out. I mean, some stuff leaks, some stuff is speculation. Yeah, so the idea is this year, so Halloween Horror Nights 31 years of Halloween Horror Nights. So we've got, how many, that's 10 houses, which we know for sure. They've announced the Weekend House. They have announced, I want to say they've announced the Universal Monsters Legends Collide. I think those are the two official ones. All the other ones are ones that people are assuming are what's going to happen.
Yeah, I think the Evil Dead is pretty good suggestion. I think that was really popular this year, like with Raimi and doing all the things.
I will say the horrors of Blumhouse.
Blumhouse?
That's
I was about to say Black Phone. I was going to ask.
That one has been announced.
Okay,
Freaky,
cool.
which is the Vince Vaughn movie, which is interesting. I'm curious how they'll do that one.
I feel like they always have like a weird one that's like more weird than like frightening.
Yeah.
So, you need a little variety in there.
Did you go to last year's Halloween Horror
No,
Nights?
I did not.
No? Oh, it was fun.
What houses were there last year?
Last year they had the pumpkin, the overgrowth one, or like I forget what it was called. But it was basically like a giant pumpkin thing. It was really, really cool, and like big pumpkin scary people. There was a like a puppet theater type thing that was really creepy. There was a Beetlejuice house, which was awesome.
Ooh, I would have loved to be there.
It was basically walking through the movie.
Oh, that's awesome.
There was also Texas Chainsaw Massacre house, of course.
They still have the sheets at the end.
No, I don't. Well, so they were also doing it's a little
different ones.
Well, it's different due to COVID restrictions.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that was the one thing that was a little sad for me for the Halloween Horror Night stuff, was because when the scare actors weren't allowed to kind of like directly get face to face with people.
Oh, okay.
So they had like little thin sheets of plexiglass set up that were like, they would be behind that, and it's like, but then you would see it and it kind of would take you out of out of the scare. So
totally.
But you see like around the corner, like, there's a little sheet there, and it's like, whoa.
That's my coping mechanism. After I was scared 3 times, again, I 3 times scared, and then I'm like, okay, well now I need to look for them so I can be ready, because I'm still gonna get scared, but at least I know it's gonna happen.
Right. Well, I think this next year they're probably not gonna have those back. I imagine at this point they're gonna be like, you know what? All right, we're gonna do it without it, and leave it up to whomever wants to go and actually do it. Now, of those, so this is another theoretical one. I see Killer Clowns from Outer Space. So this is in Hollywood. So,
okay.
This is part 2. I'll run you through the list real quick.
Oh, I see. This is the other side. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so this is in
The haunted
California.
houses speculated are Witch, The Evil Dead, Halloween, which has been confirmed, El Chupacabra, Dead Man's Wharf, The Horrors of Bloomhouse, The Black Phone, and Freaky, which has been confirmed, Bug House, Seeds of Extinction 2, Universal Monsters Legends Collide, and The Weekend.
Okay.
And the scare zones are traditional Halloween, Candy Mutants, Treeks and Foons, Scarecrows, and Vampires.
Okay.
Ooh.
Vampires.
That sounds awesome. I really hope they do a Candyman.
Oh, yeah?
I think that would be awesome.
Well, they had the new movie out, right? Like,
yeah.
the whole thing, so.
That's like a big deal for us in the black space. Like, we really love that. That's our horror movie.
Tony Todd was great.
Oh, yeah.
I met him actually in
No way.
in Australia. Like
that's
I
cool.
did a convention and he was out there for it, and he was super nice. And I knew him from video game stuff because he had done some video game like voice acting stuff. And we were talking about, I think it was a Call of Duty he was in or something. He's like, "You killed me, didn't you?" I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe. So it's pretty awesome. But yeah, I mean, of that, I mean, I'm excited. I mean, like you said, Evil Dead House is gonna be
that
great.
would be awesome.
That's such a classic. If they do it this old school Sam Raimi as opposed to the new Evil Deads, which the new ones are great too, but I still love the old, Ash Evil Dead.
The first one is my favorite. Apparently that's an unpopular opinion.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I put it on Twitter, so.
I mean, Evil Dead 2 is by far the better of the original trilogy, so.
Evil Dead 2 is a parody of the first film. Let's not get started,
It's
Jack.
essentially a remake of the first film.
A remake when
picks
it's
up.
subpar?
I don't think it's subpar though. I think it's the whole team just got better at it at that point.
You're
so.
not wrong. You're not wrong.
Sam Raimi's awesome.
No, I have a
Great.
newfound appreciation for him. Like, I was disappointed with Multiverse because I didn't know that Raimi was directing it. So when I saw it and someone went, "Oh, that's the guy that does Evil Dead," I went on a whole film nerd dive, and I was like, I need to understand what is this, and now I have a little bit more of appreciation for his style. It's really cool.
Yeah, Sam Raimi. I've been a fan of his work for a really long time. If you go back and watch Drag Me to Hell and Darkman, there's.
I even watched his independent film, which was the prototype for Evil Dead. Apparently, it's super old, but actually really good for what it's worth.
I thought it was the one they did in college or something.
Yeah, the college project or whatever, with no budget.
Yeah, he's there's actually a book that Bruce Campbell, who's one of his best buddies of all time. Bruce Campbell's been in pretty much everything he's ever done.
Oh, so the Ash.
Yeah, Ash.
Okay,
yeah. The guy who played Ash. He was Pizza Papa in multiple.
Oh yeah.
He was also, because Sam Raimi directed the first original 3 Spider-Men, and Bruce Campbell popped up in all 3 of those as well.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to go back and look for that now.
The rumor was, so in the very first Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire one, he was the ring announcer for the Bonesaw versus Spider-Man.
Okay.
He's like, "What's your name, kid?" And he's like, "It's Spider Person." He's like, "That's a horrible name." Anyway, then he popped up in the second one as an usher, and then he popped up in the third one. I forget, I think it was a bank teller or something in the third one. But the rumor had it that if they were making a 4th one, it was going to start with Spider-Man dragging Mysterio into the police station, and they would unmask him, and it would be Bruce Campbell.
That's hilarious.
Because Mysterio is typically an actor who just kind of plays roles and stuff. So
That's
anyway,
awesome.
Cool.
Oh, I love geeking out about stuff like this. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Here we go. Living Disappointment asks, BK Jack, any suggestions, tips, or ideas for a childless couple headed to Walt Disney World for a honeymoon? First visit since 2007.
Ooh. First of all, congratulations on the honeymoon.
Yes.
Yeah, and also childless, thank you for clarifying that, because that certainly makes a difference.
Yeah, like that is
what you can and cannot do. So you're good. I wonder how long they're going to be there for. Did they say?
Right? No, I didn't see.
Okay, so assuming you're going to Disneyland or Disney World, did it say Disney World?
Yeah, Walt Disney World.
So first and foremost, if you like roller coasters, I would do everything in your power to get on Cosmic Rewind. That's the brand new Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind coaster, opened up at Epcot just last month, and ride it. It is very, very cool. Do not look up anything about it, though. Don't watch any ride videos. Don't look at photos of the track or anything. Just ride it and experience it, because, man, that thing blew me away. It caught me off guard.
So that's one you definitely fast pass, right? Like,
well, so you can't fast pass that one yet.
Really?
What they do right now, they have a reservation system.
Okay.
Where at 7 a.m. they open up digital reservations. You
Got
go
it.
online
And
you get in the
pick your
virtual
time or whatever?
queue. Yeah, you get in the virtual queue. They did it for Ratatouille when it first opened.
Oh.
But apparently, like, you can get on, and it takes a long time to really fill all of the reservation slots, because the ride itself has a really high capacity. So they're pushing a lot of people through. So,
Okay.
you know, you have a good shot of just getting on.
Nice.
And so, yeah, but I would highly recommend checking that out.
They say 5 days they'll be there.
5 days. Okay, I assume they'll go to almost all the parks.
Yeah.
So assuming you're sticking with Disney World, you're not going out to Universal. Do at least one day at all the parks, even if you don't think you need it. Like if you think Animal Kingdom, like, oh, we can knock out a day. Take your time with it. Take your time with it. And yeah, like I would say, try to find some cool restaurants. Get on the app now and start trying to book reservations. Like if you have your tickets and everything, book all your reservations now for restaurants and stuff. Like Epcot has some great food. There's an awesome steak place in Canada. Like Les Cellier, I think it is, or Les Cellar, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Really good there. There's a cool like fish and chips sort of pub at it's called the Rose and Crown over in England.
England, yeah.
Really good.
Dude, Epcot's the best for like food around the world. Drinks around the world is what I recommend. If you are someone who partakes in the libations, doing the drinking around the world, I mean, you don't have to go crazy, but they have so many cool stuff like from each place. It's really nice. I love doing Epcot. Like, couple vibes, that is a romantic evening.
Yeah, there's some really cool spots around there too. You can really take your time and kind of look around and enjoy the atmosphere. Because it feels like now, you know, there is definitely kind of the more, you know, test tracks and your Cosmic Rewinds, which are more like the, you know, real thrill ride type stuff. But personally, I love like Living with the Land, the little slow moving boat ride where they teach you about plants and stuff. I love that. Is Soren still there in that area? Yeah. So Soren's over there, which is a nice little chill like attraction as well, very fun. Seeing the Living Seas with Nemo.
Oh, Living Seas,
you get to see manatees. They have manatees there. They're always like swimming around, bumping into the glass. But yeah, like so Epcot, like don't sleep on Epcot. Like right now, they're working on it right now. They're reworking the entrance area of Epcot, sort of the where the old Communicore area was. So now, like when you walk into Epcot, it's the big ball, which Spaceship Earth, go ride it. It's awesome, classic.
Yes. That's one of my favorites. For some, I don't know why, I just enjoy it.
It's nice and cool too. Which is good. But behind that, like so they used to have the kind of these two big kidneys. The one on the right they demolished, and they're building up a new Moana walkthrough attraction.
Oh my God.
It's like a water attraction, which is like water. Like if you've been to the Imagination Pavilion, they have like the jumping water, the waltzing water. They're doing more stuff like that, except it's going to be a whole like walkthrough area. It's supposed to be really cool.
That's so cool. That's awesome.
That'll be open probably next year at some point. They're working on it now. You can see them. I mean, they have walls up everywhere, but they've been slowly kind of fixing up Epcot. So really, next year is going to be a really big year for Epcot, I think. As a matter of fact, this year, October 1st of this year, is the 40th anniversary of Epcot.
Wow, 40 years.
Yeah, this is 1982.
Wow.
And so,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's pretty fun. And so I think maybe they're going to try to get a bunch of stuff open for that. But Disney's been weird about anniversaries. Like I went to the 50th anniversary for Magic Kingdom last year. So Katie and I, we went out October 1st. You know, we were there. You know, it was 1972. Or excuse me, 1971, October 1st, 1971 was the opening of Magic Kingdom. Got out there, 50th anniversary.
Nothing special?
Nothing really special.
Just a normal day in the park?
I mean, and it's funny because they had a brand new fireworks show called Enchantment. Enchantment, I think it's
I think I know, though. I think I've seen that one.
And so we're like, oh, this is the first night. It's like, oh, no, they actually ran it the night before and streamed it. Like, they just broadcast it. And it's like, brand new show.
Take away the special...
Like, I wanted to be there for the first time. And like the CEO wasn't there. I mean, if he was there, he didn't make any speeches or anything. Like they had a little, like I guess, a little tiny castle thing and some exclusive merchandise. But there wasn't really anything fancy about it, which is sort of disappointing. I was excited to be like, oh my God, we're going to be there for the 50th. 50th is a big number.
It is. That's a lot. That's a half a century, question mark?
Yeah. But no, nothing too special, which was a little upsetting. But anyway, so That being said, that's Epcot.
Yes.
And Magic Kingdom, obviously, like spend a full day there. I would ride Splash Mountain if you're interested in Splash Mountain because that's going to be going away pretty soon. They're changing it up to Princess and the Frog, which is going to be
Which is good because
yeah, the source material for Splash Mountain, not the greatest if you look into it. You're not going to.
No, just honestly, just close your ears and get wet.
Yeah, look at the pretty animatronics and the characters. Like, oh, these are cool. You know, like the old America Scenes characters. It's like, oh, this is neat, but don't look too much into the backstory of where that stuff comes from. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I love Haunted Mansion. I love Pirates of the Caribbean. I really, really love Jungle Cruise because Jungle Cruise is one of only 2 attractions that has a host now, which used to back in the day. The Backlot Tour had a host.
Yeah.
I mean, Great Movie Ride when I worked had a host. I mean, like I love having that personal interaction where it feels like someone's there with you and you're like playing along. But now that doesn't exist anywhere. I mean, and that's sad. And I like that kind of stuff, but.
I was gonna say, if you're childless, I feel like this is a weird thing. Chat, tell me if I'm wrong, but children, I feel, have short attention spans. So I feel like they don't really like the performance ones as much, like the sit and see something. So like I would say, isn't it Fantasmic? Is that one? Is really good.
It's a very cool show. I don't know if it's back yet.
It's
coming
not back yet?
very soon.
Okay. Though. I would like do those ones. Like if you haven't done any of them before, if this is your first time, like you've got to hit those up because that's like the beauty of like the cast. Like you get to see, like, no shame to the animatronics and the rides, but you get to see everyone there who's been hired to really like add it to the sauce. I love that.
Yeah, the performers at Disney are always
they're so
amazing.
good. Like the Lion King performance, probably one of my favorites.
Yeah.
It's
the
really
Festival of the
fun.
Lion King, the floor one.
floor one, yeah, so awesome.
They have they brought back a live show at Animal Kingdom. It's Finding Nemo. So there's like Nemo and Friends.
On the puppets?
Yeah, but they have puppets.
So good.
And they added stuff. Apparently they have a big screen behind it now.
Really?
It's supposed to be really, really cool.
Oh my
they
gosh.
just reopened that. So.
Oh, that one is so awesome.
Yeah, take your time there. Go to Pandora as well, which is at Animal Kingdom, the floating islands. Looks beautiful, really good restaurant there. I'm not a huge fan of Flight of Passage, but I need to go back and rewatch it because like I had a bad experience the first time I was there, and I still kind of I'm not the biggest fan of just motion sims.
Okay, I get what you mean.
That one's a little unique though. That kind of the way it's set up with like it feels like you're on a breathing creature. That's kind of cool. But honestly, like the Navi River journey.
Right, you were talking about
love
that. Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. And the giant animatronic at the end, the medicine woman, like, oh my gosh, that was awesome. So.
I'm excited. They said they're going to be going during the Food and Wine Fest, so you're going to have a blast.
Ooh, yeah. Food and Wine Fest, a lot of fun.
Oh,
very,
yeah.
Very cool.
Super fun.
I see Kimmy Rose. Hey, Kimmy. Kimmy's awesome. Kimmy's part of the Rope Drop Run Club. They say, where was it? I saw something, they responded to you. BK, I love the Lion King show, is my favorite too. So.
Oh, yay!
Not only that, Kimmy sent us a package. This one here. Do we have a knife or anything we can open this thing?
It says fragile.
So I went and checked the mail before we got out here. So Kimmy sent a box and it says fragile on it.
Fragile.
So let's see. And I got some other mail here from people have sent in some postcards and stuff. So we'll go through here and give it a shot to see what we got.
I feel like I'm performing surgery.
I hear people whipping knives around.
I don't need your petty tools.
Okay, what do you got?
Oh my gosh.
You can do this.
I'm trying. You would think. Do you know what I mean? This looks like.
Oh, we got a box.
Oh, okay.
Be careful, it's fragile.
These fragile. Okay.
Kimmy says, "Oh man, I hope it didn't break." I don't know what's in there. Is it a puppy?
Do I cut the sides open? See, this comes up.
Hey, there we go.
That's what it is.
Mazel tov.
Oh, this is so cute.
Okay, what do we got? Oh, it's a little letter.
Right? Okay, letter. Do I letter it up first?
Go
okay.
ahead and read it. Oh, it's got a little.
It is thick. This is Hogwarts. Hogsmeade.
Oh yeah, it's the Hogwarts thing.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry. This is. I'm so excited. I'm like, I need a letter opener of royal caliber.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay.
All right, what do we got, BK?
Whoa, the Quibbler! Okay, I'm gonna show you the front of the card because it's super cool.
Nice.
All right, here we go. Pandemonium at the Ministry. What a palaver. Unfuzz the Mystery exclusive. My Week Without Runes. This is really cool. Hey, Jack, Jeff, and BK. So this isn't exactly a postcard, but every time I visit Universal in Orlando, I have to pick up a couple of Mina Lima cards from Wizarding World to send to friends. Did you know that the Witcher wizard working the booth outside the Outpost in Hogsmeade will stamp any envelope with the seal? That's so cool. I did not know that. I've also made you a candle.
What?
What? I make book-inspired, lightly scented candles using well-used books for the labels. Ooh. This 3 broomsticks candle should smell like someone just ordered a hot butterbeer.
Ooh.
Question. One reason I love Wizarding World is because I get to be fully immersed in one of my favorite book series. What book series do you think would make an amazing theme park area?
Ooh, okay.
It's a
All right.
great
That's
question.
a great question. And then are there some candles in the
I think so. I'm
Excited.
trying to see.
I'm a fan of candles.
I think they lived the journey.
Look at that. Good job packing, Kimmy.
Yes.
Solid.
Take a look at this, baby. Give it a whiff.
All right, here we go.
Oh my
Nice.
God.
So it's the 3 broomsticks. Oh, so it's like an actual
The
bit.
book. It's so cute.
Ooh, that smells nice. Yeah.
I love that. P.S. Jack, can't wait to run the Chicago half
Yeah.
and the
So-
Disney Marathon with you and our fellow RDRC members.
Yeah, so I'm going up to Chicago in September to run the Chicago Half Marathon with Kimmy and Ginny, actually, who's another Rope Drop Run Club member.
It smells really good. Oh my gosh, this
Can't
is
light
so
fires
cool.
in here, can we? It's just a candle, right?
Can we light it?
Well, let's pretend it's a D&D thing,
we
and
light
then it'll
it?
be okay.
Go for it.
I don't have a lighter. Do you have a lighter? Oh my gosh, uh-oh. Okay, BRB.
BRV, cause
Light some stuff on fire here. Yeah, and also I see someone mentioned that we have a Discord channel. We have a Discord server that you can join if you're a fan of Annual Pass. You can jump in there. We have a bunch of great things. We have the Rope Drop Run Club. Which is an awesome group of people who are all like, they're all runners and we're all supporting each other. And we're a bunch of us going to be running the Walt Disney World Marathon in January. We got a candle lit on the table. It's the 3 rooms. That's awesome. Thank you very much, Kimmy. That's lovely. Yay. It's been so long since we've lit fire in the studio. I'm so happy to do it again.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
No, that was super sweet.
Oh, man. But awesome. So, yeah, check that out. And also, I will say, I've got a little surprise for everyone watching right now.
Ooh.
So one thing I've been doing is we have a merch channel, like cool stuff you find in theme parks and whatnot, show off merch. And I was like, you know what? We've got a new shirt idea that we're throwing out right now to kind of internally, and they were, so they sent some like colors. They're like, well, what color do you want? And I'm like, you know what? I want to ask the pass holders. I want to ask the actual community what would they like to see. So I threw it out to the pass holders, and I was like, here's the idea for the shirt. Like,
Right.
what colors do you want? And then they threw out a bunch of cool ideas, and we all kind of as a group selected one. So we have a new shirt coming soon.
Ooh.
So I sent it to Brian. I don't know if we can show it off here. It's something that the last time that we were in a theme park, I saw this, or I saw people wearing shirts, and then I have a shirt that is my theme park shirt. So we have a shirt. It's literally, this is my theme park shirt.
I love it.
Super awesome. We went with purple with white text, which I think looks great.
I'm a fan of purple, so yes.
Yeah, it looks good. It's a dark shirt because it gets hot in Florida, and sometimes you get a little sweaty. So
You just want to,
you can hide some stuff.
Yeah,
It's pretty good. So super simple, but it's like, oh yeah, this is my theme park shirt. You wear it when you go to a theme park. So that'll be hitting the RT store pretty soon. I don't have a date for you right now, but it's coming very soon. And we're also we're working on some Halloween stuff right now as well. I don't have anything to show you for that because we're still early stages of that, but we got some cool ideas floating around. It's going to be very cool. So yeah, if you do want to support the podcast, that's a great way to do it. Buying shirts, buying merchandise. That shows that what people are paying attention to us. So that's
100%.
very, very good.
We got a new fanny pack in the store.
Oh yeah, we got the fanny pack in the store.
Fanny pack.
I rock mine all RTX. I don't know about you, but I had mine on my hip at all times.
Oh yeah, it is so cute. I love it so much.
It was the only thing we had, unfortunately, at we had that and we had the pennants at the RTX store. And the fanny pack sold out, so that's cool.
I signed like so many. I was like, dang, I think it's so cute. I wouldn't want to taint it, but also I understand. But I was like, I kind of want to put this in like a shadow box and just never use it.
It's a really high quality thing. The strap.
No, it
is.
is.
Really nice.
It is.
It's like a perfect size to take to parks, and it's like, oh, it's great because the rides you have to take, like nothing in your pockets. Just unsnap it, boop, put it in the locker.
Done. Yeah.
Walk away.
It's better than a backpack. Your back starts hurting, It's like, where do I put this?
The straps start tearing into your
Yes.
shoulders. No matter how light it might be, it's still, over time, it'll get to you. It will get to you. So, all right, well, let's see here. What do we got? We got some more Q&A stuff,
Yes,
right?
we do.
Let's answer some more, or go over some more answers that we got from the beautiful pass holder community in another episode.
Well, I'm biased because this is the question from my launch episode,
Ooh.
which was the Captain EO episode.
Good episode.
Jack asked an awesome question, which was, what artist or band would be in a sequel to Captain EO?
Oh, yeah.
Really good question.
I saw some good answers, too. I was looking through the answers over on roosterteeth.com.
Oh, yeah.
And I saw quite a few people like, oh, yeah, that's some great ideas.
Yeah, RT site is popping with all these answers, so I'm thrilled, and I'm gonna butcher these names, so please forgive me. But Big D off top says Captain EO's sequel starring Lin-Manuel Miranda. Thank you, Jesus Lord. Who's that?
Excuse me? If Kai was here, she would slap you in the face. That's what I'm saying.
Who's that?
Alexander Hamilton.
Oh crap! Yeah,
That's,
Sorry.
You know, wrote all the music.
Yeah,
for
for the Moana. Yeah.
There's the new Mary Poppins.
God,
like Jack
Kai's
in the
gonna
Mary
murder
Poppins.
me. Yeah, Kai's gonna kill me.
Yeah, In the Heights. Oh man. Oh, Beaks. What happens here?
I failed the city.
Yeah, don't let her.
I failed the city.
No one tell Kai.
You didn't hear it. But you didn't see anything.
BK's transgressions here today, everyone.
That would be awesome. Music-wise, I think there's so much range. Like now that I have the name to the content, I like that one. That actually is a really good one.
He'd be pretty good. He's done a lot of stuff, so I could see him, portraying that sort of cool role. Like I could see him doing it. I think it'd be nice.
This one's just a nice comment. Thank you, Snipper16, for hyping up our chemistry as a 3-team.
Aw.
So that's exciting.
It's been nice. Unfortunately, actually, the next episode coming out is just BK and I. Jeff was, I think, at VidCon or something, so he couldn't make the next one. But say, we can still film it because now we have 3 people.
Yeah.
Obviously, we love having all this together, but
oh, for sure.
Jeff has to go off and have, real life events.
Do Jeff things. Well, Frisbee has a good one here. This is very interesting. Their answer is, I didn't know they were considered an artist, but Ryan Reynolds apparently has got some singing chops, and the dramatic comedic flair could be a fun show to watch. But their other backup choice, because they knew exactly what I was going to say about that one, they said they would choose Adam Young. The guy from Owl City, thank you. I appreciated that.
Adam Young.
You might not believe your eyes.
Oh, okay.
The
roughly 50 Fireflies guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the visuals would be cool. Could we do it with just that song? Oh my goodness. I like this answer though from Sim Disorder. It says Lady Gaga would do a fantastic sequel.
I could 100% see Lady Gaga taking the reins of Captain EO.
Oh yeah, and their bonus answer, instead of Coppola directing, can we get James Gunn, please, for this spacefaring adventure? I really like that answer.
That could be cool. I could see James Gunn taking on something like that.
Something different?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Oh, I think you're gonna like this one, Jack. Okay. Maybe because y'all share something in common. Skirmisher.
Skirmisher.
RTC. Yeah, oh, like a scrimmage. Got it. They say, they thank us and love our dynamic. Thank you. And their answer is Jack Black.
Jack Black, man, if you get Jack and KB, or KG, excuse me, from Tenacious D.
That would be sick.
That would have some energy to it.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing about Captain EO, like he starts out a little timid, and then he plays the music and becomes like
it's like a growth, it's a journey.
JB, he's just like
he's gonna show off.
He's a level 11 nonstop. Like he really doesn't need anything. Like
no intro.
Have you seen the video of him running around with the Thor hammer in his underwear?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude doesn't need any extra magic bits. That
honestly, just put him on a hologram on a stage. There doesn't even need to be a story or a show. Just let him do it. I'd do 30 minutes of that easy.
Oh yeah, I'll totally watch that. That'd be great.
Zorton here with this last answer, and I am a little biased because I love this band as well. They say Coheed and Cambria would be interesting. An entire prog rock catalog with a sci-fi story would be really cool.
All right.
I think that'd be interesting to like switch up the genres. Like Captain EO was very pop, and you kind of want to think who's a pop artist or someone mainstream. But I think seeing some like alt rock, heavy metal vibes would be awesome, and not just on Rock and Roller Coaster.
Yeah, I mean, even like Foo Fighters would be kind of fun too. Ooh. Like those guys, I could see Dave Grohl actually being like the leader of an intergalactic cruise.
Totally.
So, Yeah, I think there's some good answers there.
Those are good answers. I like them.
Yeah, that was one where, we went back. I rewatched Captain EO. I hadn't seen it in ages, and it's like, oh man, this has not aged well.
I know.
It's like, you forget there's just a lot of dancing in that one.
Oh,
it's like, this is cute, but it's like, oh man, that's a whole lot of dancing, Michael.
Well, I'm someone who really likes, what's the one they do? Is it like Backstreet Boys? They have like a whole horror a music video where it's just a lot of dancing. I've watched like a lot of old school music videos where I realized that was just the theme of the time.
Oh yeah, dancing was the big thing.
Dancing was the big thing, but you watch it now and you're like, okay, cool. Is there any other music? It's just sound effects and feet moving.
yeah, that one was definitely, it's just a lot of Michael,
Michael being Michael.
Yeah, and it's like, even we talked about it during the episode. It was like the executives at Disney were like, what? Like they weren't necessarily thrilled with the whole thing.
Too much thrusting.
Yeah, lots of thrusting going on there.
We need to keep it PG-14, okay?
All
too
right.
much thrust.
So is that
the batch
ones we have selected?
Yes, we have.
So who do you think? I mean, we got some good answers. Cody and Cambria. We got some Lin-Manuel.
Yep. It's really hard.
So he wrote all of Encanto as well.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like that's the one.
All right.
Like I think Big D 0228 is gonna take this sign.
With LMM.
Yes.
Congratulations. We will reach out to you. We will highlight yours and we'll get a hold of you and mail out some stuff. And if you were part of the last batch, I finally have all of the maps signed, so I'll be mailing those out very, very soon. I promise. They will be coming very, very soon. But congratulations.
I can't believe I didn't know their name. I'm devastated.
Oh, you should be devastated.
I really should be.
Really
I gotta get up on my homework, yo. Like I am slacking.
I almost want to take you on as a project to be like, what content exists out there that I know you need to watch? Like,
I feel like I know certain eras of things.
Yeah.
And then I miss certain batches.
Are you big in like 80s movies?
Yeah, I'm big into movies general.
Okay.
But see, here's the problem. Hear me out.
What's that?
I'm faces.
Your face.
I have no idea names of people.
Okay.
So I'm like, that person who was in that thing, but I could not tell you their name. Or that guy did the same movie there.
Okay.
I'm working on it.
All right.
In my adult life.
At least you're trying. Like, nothing's worse than the people like, I haven't seen Star Wars and I don't care.
Oh,
like,
man.
Right, we get it. And like, good for you.
I'm a big fan of movies from the 70s. I think the 70s were like peak movies for me.
So you're like Color of Money kind of movies and stuff, like Tom Cruise, Paul Newman type thing?
Yeah. I dabble.
Some good stuff out there. We'll go through. I'll send you a list of stuff.
Yeah, you gotta hook me up.
I'll send you homework and be like,
okay,
you need to catch up on all
I will come with an A+. I will understand the assignment.
Jack as Captain EO would be an amazing Captain EO, says Kenneth Dorrell. No, I would do one leg kick and that'd be it. I would be like, all right, I need the robots to take over because I can't do this anymore. I'd be on the ground holding my thigh, just crying. So.
That's funny. I saw that all play out in my mind.
No, you don't. No one wants to see that. Promise it. Those outfits that MJ could pull off, I could not. So that's fine.
Ooh, this is a cool question from the YouTube chat. We're still streaming here on youtube.com/annualpass. And it went away. You guys are all typing too fast. Okay. I want you guys to go, but do you have any plans in the works to visit Alton Towers?
Alton Towers is Jeff and I went to the UK to go to RT UK community events, and I had a great time up there. Had a lot of fun. Met some really, really cool people. Lots of friendly faces. And when we were up there, there's a theme park called Thorpe Park, which was pretty close to actually with the hotel that we had the convention at. So we went up there and we spent a day at Thorpe Park, and it was great. We actually got to go around and kind of got like a VIP tour, so we didn't have to wait in any lines and anything like that, which was the way to do roller coaster or do theme parks, by the way. I was spoiled there for sure. And but while we were there, it feels like every single person was like, oh, hey, you went to Thorpe Park? You should have gone to Alton Towers. It's better. Like, there's really like two parks there.
Oh, okay, got it.
They're owned by the same company. They're like sister parks.
It's like some adventure landing type situation.
And so they were like, you should go there instead. So like everyone and their mother said we should go to Alton Towers next time we're there. So that being said, I would love to. There's a great German theme park as well that I'd like to go visit.
Really?
There's a lot of really cool parks. Like there's Intamin, which is a roller coaster manufacturer. I want to say is based in Europe. Like they did like Hagrid, and I think they did Velocicoaster, and they've done a bunch of really good ones. But yeah, there's a lot of really, really cool parks that I want to check out at some point. So.
I know, there's so many of them. Like, I didn't realize, like, I knew there were other things that aren't just Disney Universal. Like, clearly those aren't the only ones when it started. But I just didn't realize, like, the gravity, like, the scope. Like, the more we go into the lab and, like, do these podcasts, or we talk, or I talk to the community, the annual pass community, I'm like, yo, y'all have a whole world that I didn't know about? Like, I feel like I've been cheated my whole life.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there were things I could have known while I was hanging out in the Northeast doing absolutely nada.
There's parks up there, man. You could have done that.
Nobody told me anything, Jack.
So sad.
Everybody needs a papa like you in their life.
Man, I'm just lucky to get to do what I do now. So,
That's
but
awesome.
I'm happy to be able to share what little knowledge I might have to you, and it's a lot of fun also because you are, very willing to put yourself into situations that'll be fun and scary. So that's good. And that sounds awkward when I say it like that.
It does.
I'm talking theme parks, everybody. Theme parks.
Speaking of lucky, Jack, I have a little story time for you.
Go for it.
You mentioned VidCon earlier when me and Jeff
VidCon.
were out in California. And
Oh, yeah.
go out to Disney. I don't know how Jeff's visit to Disney went. But I
can tell you.
I actually ran into the TNT Raider out at VidCon.
Oh, wow.
And they gave me a park map for Knott's Berry Farm that I'm going to come hand you here in a second.
Oh, sweet.
But first, I was planning to go to Disney while I was out there, but ended up not being able to because of like other obligations and whatnot. Just was going to like skip it and try to hit it up next time. At 2 a.m. on Sunday, ended up going to like a VidCon after party that just so happened to be in Disney California Adventure. So Brian has a few images we're going to throw on screen here.
Oh, sweet.
I ended up at Disney California Adventure at 2 a.m. with Armando from Funhouse.
Armando!
Just kind of wandering around, checking out. They had like fully decked out. It was a Spotify after party. They had like thrown some kind of 3D projection imagery up on one of the towers. I was able to see Avengers Campus after hours, all lit up at night. And Armando and I actually got to ride the Incredicoaster around like 2:30 in the morning with a few people from Recreo.
Oh, that's cool.
Brian, do we have those images?
He's streaming them right now.
Oh, is he
live
streaming
stream.
right now?
Yeah, they're not
I
on the
don't
screen
have
behind
that
us, but
So we have, I have an image with Armando on the Incredicoaster ride. If you want to step through those.
right there.
I'm gonna
So there's one.
die in here
and
one
the next
day.
one you get a little bit closer.
So I like that you just took a photo of the actual screen. You
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
bother to get the actual.
There weren't actually anybody there to buy your theme park photo.
Oh, okay.
It was like closed down after hours. But Armando snuck a subscribe button from YouTube onto the ride. He wants to let you know that he is Annual Pass's #1 fan.
Aw.
So he has a subscribe button he brought onto the Incredicoaster specifically for this. And then he has a little message video for you. If we can
He's
play
got
that.
a video too.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I would love to see the video. All right, here we go. Let's watch this.
Hey, Annual Pass, it's me, Armando, #1 fan. It's a shame that you couldn't make it to the Spotify after party, but hey, we made it in here, baby. We're doing it, so I just want to say, Annual Pass, why don't you go ahead and like and subscribe, okay, baby? All right, I'll see you. My name is Jack.
Thank you very much, Armando. You guys don't know, Armando's our good buddy over at Funhouse. Super, super nice guy. And that's great, man. I'm excited. So Ben, tell me about California Adventure after dark. Was it exciting? Was it fun? Were there no lines? What rides did you ride?
It was cool. The only ride I got to ride was the Incredicoaster. I think
Okay.
we only had 2 open. And by the time we got through Incredicoaster, everything else was shut down for the night just because of how late we got there. But it was cool being in a Disney theme park completely empty after hours. Like seeing
Yeah.
Avengers Campus just like fully shut down. Definitely wanted to go explore a little bit, but they had that Disney security hanging out, making sure we didn't sneak off anywhere.
The mouse will come after you. Got to be careful about that.
It was very, very cool though.
That is cool, man. I'm jealous to get to go do that. It's I've not spent enough time at California Adventure. As a matter of fact, I think I've only been there twice. But this was before the Avengers Campus. Like they were building it at the time. And but yeah, like there's some really great coasters over there. The Radiator Springs Racers is awesome. That's a very, very cool attraction over at Pixar Pier. And of course, Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout is over there, and that's a great coaster. And I want to check out Web, or the Spider-Man ride over at California Adventure.
Oh yeah, I've
haven't
heard
seen that
so much about that stuff over there. I have never been to California, anything.
Really? So you've done no California. Okay.
Like nega California.
All right, well, we will get you out. We'll do some Disneyland. We'll do some Universal Hollywood. Universal Hollywood's interesting because it is a working, it's a working movie studio. And so
Wait, really?
Yeah, like they still make movies out there. Like the backlot, like Back to the Future?
Right.
The clock tower and the whole like plaza.
Is there?
They have a tram tour that takes you right in front of it. And it's like, oh. And it's funny, that clock tower pops up in so many commercials and movies. It's just they always shoot it from different angles. So you can't
so you don't really
it's
tell.
Like, he's like, oh, I can recognize those columns. And then sure enough, it's the clock tower.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so Web Slingers is a great one. I want to check that out. And yeah, but I just want to get back out to California Adventure again and go out there and ride. So, fun times. So yeah, Armando says hi.
Oh.
Yeah, from our buddy over at Funhouse.
That's the homie, Armando.
Good dude. Funny guy.
Oh, yeah.
You should also, what's the name of his podcast?
It's like about I think it's like cult or something.
Is it Must Be Dice, I think?
Must Be Dice is the D&D podcast.
Must Be Dice.
And then Cult Podcast.
Cult podcasting.
Okay. And this is the map from TNT Raiders, Knott's Berry Farm. Oh man, I've actually never been to Knott's Berry Farm.
What's at the Knott?
It's kind of it's very similar to like a Six Flags type place. So it's like themed attractions and whatnot. But yeah, this 100% looks like a Six Flags style map. I love this. This is great. So let's see here. Let's see what attractions we want to go on. So at Camp Snoopy, there is the Sierra Sidewinder. Ooh.
Alliteration.
The Flying Ace, Timberline Twister, Montezuma's Revenge,
Ooh.
Jaguar. Ooh. Oh, they've got aggressive. Okay, so the
Is there rating?
They have ratings here. So they have low thrill, mild thrill, moderate thrill, high thrill, and aggressive thrill. So the aggressive thrills at Knott's Berry are Montezuma's Revenge.
I've heard this before.
Sounds cool. Soul Spin, S-O-L, like soul, like is in the sun. Supreme Scream, Accelerator, Hang Time, Calico River Rapids, Ghost Rider. Sweet. I wonder if it's Marvel Ghost. Probably not.
Probably not.
Silver Bullet and Timber Mountain Log Ride.
Those are all aggressive?
Those are the 5-star ones.
That's a lot.
Yeah, whereas we'll let Jeff go on Rocky Mountain Trucking Company.
Oh, that sounds like
it's a 1-star.
Jeff.
Yeah, he's taking it easy. Or Huff and Puff. He can go on Huff and Puff over in Camp Snoopy. I think he would be cute on that.
That would be adorable.
Or he could go to the Ghost Town and take the Butterfield Stagecoach.
Ooh.
Yeah, that sounds lovely.
I'm
Jeff.
liking the theme that this is giving. It's very
You
interesting.
totally do that. Thank you very much, TNT Raider. I love theme park maps. I have so many theme park maps, and I have we have autographed quite a few theme park maps from Disney World. I just slowly collected about 300.
Yeah, you brought them out, and I
Yeah.
was like, where did these all come from?
Yeah. Theme park maps are like the only free thing you can typically get from a theme park.
You're right.
And so it's kind of like, it's a nice souvenir, and I just love having them. And
Give me 50 of them.
I gave you a bunch, but well, those are ones we're giving out for various things. So we'll be, like for the answers and whatnot, for other events we'll give out theme park maps. But yeah, I love theme park maps because it is like a little slice of history. Because when they update them, it's like, oh, now I have
That's
the
gone.
older version.
Yeah.
And so it's fun to look over time how they've like evolved and changed.
They
And
changed the font and
yeah,
the
and the
art
artist
and
and stuff is really like the art inside is really cool, and so it's neat time.
That's
It's very,
awesome.
very neat. All right, well we've got a couple more packages here. We have a couple postcards. I don't know if you want to go through any of that or if you want to answer some questions.
I will.
I've got to get myself through the rest of these steps here.
All right, so we got some cool ones. These are adults in a tiny train.
Adults and a
P
tiny
is for
train.
pig. Dear BK, Jeff, Jack, and Ben.
Aw.
Here's a postcard from the zoo Eric Badur worked at.
That who worked at?
Eric
Oh, Eric Badur.
Badur, that's how you say that.
That's right. He worked at a zoo. We just learned about that.
Took my kid on the same train Eric was the driver of in the picture.
What? Eric was a train conductor?
He was
Do we know this?
for a baby train.
I will send anyone as many park maps as you want.
Baby.
If you can give me a photo of Eric as the train conductor of this little miniature train.
Choo-choo.
Holy crap, please
Thanks, Jason. I appreciate this.
make that happen. My
Daddy
lord.
wants some.
And then we've got another one here. This is super cute, obviously, our favorite.
Oh, Mickey Minnie.
Yes. Hey, you lovely people. I'm sure y'all have gotten a Disneyland postcard before, but I couldn't not get one while I was there. Love the pod and all the other content y'all create.
Aw.
Best regards, Liz.
Thank you, Liz.
P.S. I wanted to wear my anal pass shirt from Jeff's.
So you're gonna get kicked out of Disneyland.
I decided that the regular shirt was safe.
Yes.
Good call.
That will
Liz.
forever haunt this podcast. Thank you, Jeffrey. Love you very much.
Good call.
Yeah. I saw a lot of those at RTX. A lot.
Yeah, oh
It's
my
like one of the few places people can wear that shirt out in public and be like, oh, people understand it. They get
I
the
like
joke.
your shirt.
Yeah, it's like, no. Yeah, try wearing that literally anywhere else. Good luck.
Yeah, no, I think they're going to be like, all right, that's profanity. I'm going to need you to change your shirt.
Yeah, Disney will do that. Disney will kick you out of the park until you have a shirt. And before, there was a TikToker who actually like wore an inappropriate shirt to the park.
Mm-hmm.
And Disney's like, go to the store and get yourself a shirt that covers you all the way up. And then she like did a TikTok about like, oh, I figured out a way to get free shirts from Disney. And then Disney saw that and they stopped doing it. They're like, nope, leave the park and come back with something better. Yeah, like we don't give you any free stuff anymore, which I totally get that.
Well, I mean, I guess I understand them not wanting that, but what I don't understand is why adults can't dress up in the park.
Well, I mean, I do understand that a little bit. So what BK is talking about is Disney and Universal and really any major theme park. They have regulations about dressing up as like cosplay.
Like characters, yeah.
Because they don't want people thinking that you work there.
Well, yes, because my cosplay will be impeccable. I mean, I have better wigs than Disney, but that's another conversation.
Well, there you go. Yeah, because I mean, literally, it's like, I mean, think about it. If someone was dressed up like Cinderella, went to the park, a little kid ran up like, oh my gosh, and they're like, blah, blah, like, inappropriate words and conversations.
Right.
Disney be like, wait a minute, that's not good. And then, yeah, so I get it. I understand. But yeah, every now and then you see people throwing fits about things like that. It's like, well, come on. Like, they are still a business. They are still trying to, serve lots and lots of people.
No, that makes sense. I mean, there are a lot of restrictions and things you're not supposed to say as one of the cast members. So I could imagine coming up and like, oh man, I didn't know Princess Tiana talks like that.
Yeah. Well, some interesting words. So Kimmy actually points out, Kimmy Rose in the chat, a YouTube chat, is pointing out that for the not so scary Halloween party, you can dress up. That is right, and I think as long as you don't cover your face.
Okay, cool.
You can't dress up. I know that because I went there in 2005, and me and a couple of friends dressed up like Ghostbusters.
That's so cute.
Awesome. And we were running around like because they had like people acting like ghosts. We'd run around like pretend to bust them.
Oh my gosh.
We were super dorks.
That's awesome. Oh, I want to do something like that.
Well, not so scary, and it's a good place to do it. And also, they give away candy throughout the whole park.
Wait, really?
Yeah, you bring a bag, and they literally will like give you candy. It's like you go trick or treating at the attractions.
Oh my gosh.
It's really, really cool. It's really sweet.
So awesome.
Yeah, the sort of the special parties they have there, like the Not So Scary Halloween and the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party.
Yeah.
Like those are actually a lot of fun. I did Mickey's Christmas party or the Very Merry Holiday or whatever it was last year. And it's a separate ticket, so like if you have an annual pass, it doesn't matter. You still have to buy a separate ticket for it. But they limit the number of people who get into those things, where it's like maybe 10% full for the park. And because of that, everything is like walking.
Yeah.
I mean, we rode Space Mountain like 3 times. And also when we were there, they had free snacks. So you get like Mickey bars, popcorn, sodas, all totally free.
That's a game changer.
And it was like, oh my gosh, what? And then we just loaded up on that. My nephews, they're 8 and 10, and they were just buzzing. It was also like, I think we left the park at 1 a.m. because it's late.
They
open
later,
it's like
right?
8 till 1.
Yeah, that's
and
awesome.
So, yeah, it's a blast. But man, it was fun. It's expensive though.
I can imagine.
But
Free food definitely means expensive.
I mean, but if you want to do it where it's like, try to have your like an experience kind of like what Ben had, where it's fewer people. Those parties the way to do it. So the Not So Scary or the Halloween or the Christmas party are definitely the ways to go.
I like this question here from the YouTube chat. CFM says, are there any animatronics or pieces of a ride or show that you would like to own? Doesn't matter if it's still in operation or defunct.
Oh, wow.
That's like a hard question because there's like infinite possibilities.
Yeah, there's some really cool animatronics out there. Because it's a question of like, do you want an impressive animatronic? Or like for me personally, I would probably want to do something from one of the attractions I worked at. Like that would be kind of cool to have. The Wizard of Oz had some really great animatronics. I mean, the Wicked Witch was awesome. She was so cool. But I don't know. I got to think about that.
I want the Mummy.
Ooh, which one? The first
the
one?
Universal one? No. I mean, I guess.
Well,
it's changed.
Well, yeah, because like, are you talking about the attraction?
Yeah. I'm talking about the attraction.
So when you first go in, the big thing opens up and he steps
out. Yeah.
The guy's like, what are you doing? Get out of here! And then he's like, silence, and like, sucks out his soul. That animatronic.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
that
the
would
one you
be
want?
that would be crazy.
That'd be pretty sweet. I also I really like at the Men in Black attraction the guy under the stairs.
The guy under the stairs.
Like, pulling
Why
the
did I know
levers.
exactly who you're talking about?
That'd be kind of cool.
That would be so cool.
You know, it'd be weird to have like a spare bedroom and he's just in, you know, just like, oh yeah, it's in the back room, and someone's like, what?
It's the guest room. When people stay over, they're like, okay, don't mind the alien in the corner.
Yeah,
he's there to protect
fine.
you.
He's cool. Don't worry about him. That, or honestly, Cosmic Ray from Ray's Starlight Cafe.
Starlight.
So
I've heard of that.
Or no, excuse me, Sunny Eclipse is his name. So
okay.
It's Cosmic Ray's Starlight Cafe, but Sunny Eclipse is the piano player.
Got it. That would be cool.
I would dig him. Or Rex from Star Tours.
Yeah.
They also have DJ Rex now over at Batu. That would be kind of neat to have. Yeah, there's some. And then
there's so many.
Buzzy from.
What about the OG Kong?
Command? Oh my God, OG Kong from Confrontation.
Yeah.
Heck yeah! Did he ride Confrontation?
Yes.
Oh, that's one of like, if I could bring an attraction
that for sure.
That would be the one I'd want.
Like the Skull Island one. It's nothing in comparison.
Something like the helicopter falling out of the sky and bursting into flames. It was, the original Confrontation was such a good attraction. And again, that was another one that was hosted too. You actually had a tour guide, which going back watching videos, I've ridden it a number of times. I totally forgot you had a tour guide on that thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, good question though. Good question. Can Dave Cobb pull some strings for you? I don't know. I don't know if Dave could get us. Dave Cobb is the guy, the creative behind
He followed
Men in
me on
Black.
Twitter.
Oh, yeah?
I was like, oh my God, I'm honored.
Yeah, Dave is awesome. But he, I don't think he could get us access to that animatronic. It'd be pretty rad though.
That would be
I don't know
sick.
if that'll happen.
Father Brink, I agree with you too. If y'all listened to the pod recently, I've said I really love the alien ride. So that animatronic could be cool. Like, just give me the whole tank. Like, I just want to put that in my house as a centerpiece.
The extraterrestrial.
Yeah, that would be sick.
That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. All right. Do we have any more Q&A questions?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
You are in my mind right now.
Beautiful.
So this one is the question from the Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters episode, which says, what IP would you like to make a shooting gallery ride?
Speaking of Men in Black, yeah.
Yes. Some of these are really awesome. Let's see. Billy Zika says the movie Lightyear. I would love to just see it updated like that. Inside the Toy Story universe, Andy Davis saw it as theaters as a kid and got the Buzz Lightyear toy for his birthday. I think that would be really cool to see it updated with like the new movie and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, would it be more realistic? I mean, because the one right now is more like cardboard or like painted cutouts and stuff. So I wonder if they would have to make it more like creepy things.
Yeah. That would be cool. This one is pretty good, and I kind of agree with this. Some great ones. Hold My Churro says, for Disney, I think a Wreck-It Ralph shooter would be awesome. Where you eliminate the cybugs from Hero's Duty before they destroy the arcade. That would be so cool. You could go through different worlds. You could see Sugar Rush. You could have all those different things with like retro arcade stuff. And then for Universal, they say a Harry Potter spell shooter. Start off in the room of requirement for defense against the dark arts classroom. Your opponents are target dummies. That would be pretty awesome.
I could see that happening.
I could see it.
Yeah, I like the idea of the Wreck-It Ralph one. That's actually a really
That's
clever
really
idea.
good.
Yeah, because it'd be one of those things where it's like, oh, we're gonna have fun, and then like, and then something happens, and you skitter off into like a whole different.
Could you
world
imagine coming in and it's like an arcade?
Oh yeah.
Like right, like they'll walk through the line as we're in an arcade, and you actually go into the game.
I mean, heck, put some actual arcade games in there that
you could play while you're waiting. Oh,
yeah.
But they should hire us, Jack.
But then we couldn't make the podcast.
True. So. Maybe have the inside scoop if we made the podcast.
That's true. That is true.
All right, this is a cool answer from Odin's Keepers. Says a perfect shooting gallery would be Star Wars Trench Run from A New Hope. Ending up with a shot right down the exhaust port. That would be pretty good.
That would be fun.
That would be
awesome. Mean, so Smuggler's Run is kind of close to that. You know, you're piloting the Millennium Falcon, which is neat. It's definitely not the, it's not like an X-wing or anything.
That's what I'm saying. I want that or like pod racing.
Well, I think now they're developing the technology and the tools to actually do that kind of stuff. Like
so cool.
You're getting those attractions. I mean, something like Smuggler's Run is a big video game. Is really what it is. It's a video game you control. So I could see them working out something where you could set up some sort of way to make it feel like you're in a, it's sort of like isolated booths, but really it's just a whole bunch of them side by side. Like, I would love the idea of like doing an actual video game where it's like, okay, like we need all these starfighters. Everyone go to your things. And you have like 2 people per like pod or whatever.
Something like that.
You
Yeah.
have like a pilot and a gunner.
Yeah.
But there's like, you do 20 people, so you have 10 different ships that are all flying around, and you actually individually control it. And it's like you can, decide the outcome. Like that would be cool. I would love to see that. You get like what Oscar Isaac or something like talk to you.
Easy.
Like that's what I'm into. Someone make that happen. Dave, where are you? Make that happen.
Make it happen. We've got Nerd says Big Hero 6.
Okay.
Heck yes. The targets are some of the nanobots or creatures made out of them. You could choose between different main characters. Maybe they have different abilities that you could use during the ride. I really like that. I'm a big fan of Big Hero 6.
Weren't they doing a sequel, or they're doing a Baymax show?
I think they're doing just a Baymax show.
Okay.
But I think that would be so dope. And, just kind of hanging out, doing individual stuff. I love the idea of different abilities or like, maybe you get like a different little weapon or something.
Well, you're starting to see that now, like with the Web Slingers ride, where it's like they basically have DLC for these attractions now. So you can go get like a Tony Stark like Iron Man glove and wear that on the ride, and the world reacts differently to you, which some people are losing their mind about. Like, how could you do that? You're charging extra money for it. It's like, I get that, but it's not required. It's not like you're getting anything, extra or different. I mean, it's the same as basic attraction, just, laser bolts instead of webs. But even with like Nintendo World, like Super Nintendo World, they have like the bands that actually like give you power-up bands and stuff.
Oh, really?
And they'll track like points, and like they actually have like kind of mysteries and stories that happen to you throughout the land.
That's cool.
That's the kind of stuff I think we're heading towards. Like that's the next generation of theme park stuff for me. And so I hope we get to see more of that kind of stuff. And so I'm not opposed to that.
Jack, I do need you to know that you've said Dave Cobb 3 times, and he's hanging out in the chat right
Oh, I did it. Dave, he's in chat right now. There he is. There he is. Oh,
he mentioned the getting the Kong ride, and he replied, "I have no power there anymore."
Oh man.
Well, Dave, if we can use you, we'll just throw your name around and go up to Men in Black and just start, like just taking stuff and be like, "Hey, no, Dave, we're cool.
No, we good.
Or Dave's our buddy.
We're friends. We're homies.
We're good." He said we could hang out in the coffee area with the worm guy.
I would love for that though, like just to like be in a ride and like a random scene or like a moment, just hanging out, like scaring some people. Like everybody's an animatronic, and then you cut to me, and I'm like, "What's up?"
Well, it's funny because so they have the worm guys when you go into the ride on your left, and so Dave actually pointed out. So they hired a voice actor to do the talk to these saying stuff.
Yeah.
But there's another worm that's like responding, just kind of and it's kind of grunting. That's actually Dave.
Oh no way!
Yeah, so he did the voice role for. He recorded all the audio for it.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's actually him. Pretty fun little,
That's really
little Easter egg
cool.
there. But they actually have, originally when they opened it, supposedly, I'm sure Dave will tell me I'm wrong, but supposedly when they opened it, the idea was that when the people working at the attraction, when the crew members, the team members at the attraction were taking like lunch breaks and stuff, they were supposed to sit in that lower area, like the actual sort of like the desk and stuff. They were supposed to sit there and like eat their lunch to make it feel like it's being lived in.
That's so funny.
And now they actually do tours where you can go ask for a tour of the facility, and they'll walk you around and show that stuff off to you. So I haven't had the opportunity to do it yet.
Yeah, we got to do one of those.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. So.
Oh, here we go. Here's the last response for what would be your favorite shooter ride. And Vinrick has a really good one.
Okay.
They say maybe a Pokemon Snap style ride.
Ooh.
Could be themed after different regions, the landscapes, try to find the Pokemons, kind of like a safari style, take pictures instead of trying to really shoot them, which is a pretty cool mechanic.
Yeah.
And this person, Vinrick, you really thought this out. Even a companion app that acts as a part of a Pokedex. Something you could use to identify the Pokemon you catch on the rides or the battles. You could talk to people throughout the day. I really love that concept.
That is super cool. So, fun facts. Universal was for a time looking to turn the Kids Zone area of Universal, which is back behind the Animal Actor Stage and E.T., kind of the Woody Woodpecker Kids Zone. Now it's DreamWorks and a bunch of stuff. That's a decent sized area back there, but a lot of people don't go because they don't have kids. So I didn't really spend a lot of time back there. Rumor had it that they were actually looking to develop that area into a whole like Pokemon mini land, including a coaster and a bunch of other stuff.
Oh my God.
And supposedly there was going to be some sort of Pokemon Snap type interaction.
What?
So maybe when Epic Universe opens up in 2 years, they'll start being like, how can we rejuvenate the older parks? Because you can't just open something new because everyone's going to flood to that. You always have to be updating and adding.
Adding
like right
everything,
now, like they got rid of the Monsters Cafe. Rumor has it it's going to be a Minions Cafe, so they're doing like a little Minions land kind of at studios.
Minions.
And then at Islands, like we don't really know what's the next kind of step for Islands because nothing's really being built there right now. They're cleaning up the Dr. Seuss area, but we'll see what's going to happen.
That Dr. Seuss ride is very refreshing.
Oh yeah. Which one? Cat in the Hat? They got.
I did the Cat in the Hat one where you're in the little and you go through the storybook.
Yeah.
I don't know why I like that one.
It's a fun little it's a fun attraction. It's a neat little dark ride. I love stuff like that. It just tells a story and
It's like, and then I'm in and I'm out.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see what happens at the older parks as Epic Universe opens up, but. I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. I followed pretty much anyone who's posting information about Epic Universe. I follow on Twitter right now. There's an awesome Twitter user named BioReconstruct, and he takes photos from a helicopter. So he'll just fly around parks taking photos of stuff,
so cool.
and then he'll be like, "Oh, here's an older photo I took of this area. This is what it looks like now." And he'll like post arrows, but like, "This is where the new Super Nintendo World's gonna be." It's like you can see like this is where Bowser's Castle's gonna be, and it's like, oh. Man, it's very, very cool. Pretty much anyone on YouTube that does theme park stuff uses his images and obviously gives him credit and whatnot. But I'm assuming it's him. I'm sorry. But BioReconstruct is great.
There's actually some news update stuff on Epic Universe this week.
What news update stuff? Ben, what are we talking about?
Yeah, it looks like they're currently loading a coaster into the Epic Universe area that's an Intamin coaster, same as like Velocicoaster and Hagrid's that you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Nothing's been confirmed, but it looks like it's going to be the family coaster themed for How to Train Your Dragon.
Ooh.
Yes! Oh my gosh.
And then during like a earnings call, it sounds like they expect Epic Universe to open in 2025 around summertime.
Oh, okay.
That's going to be cool.
We will 100% be out there for it. I can guarantee you. I will be in Florida for the opening of Epic Universe.
Just let me know. I'll be there.
You can't keep me away from it.
Well, I'm going to have to pick Hold My Churro for their Wreck-It Ralph answer.
That's a good one.
Because I feel like that needs to happen. Why isn't there a Wreck-It Ralph something? Like, yes, give it to me.
Yeah, I don't know if there is any Wreck-It Ralph attraction at any Disney park. I mean, they have at the Imagination Pavilion at Epcot. They do have like a Wreck-It Ralph mini like meet and greet thing.
Okay, so like character like spot.
Not Penny. Oh God, what's the?
I thought it was Penny. It's not Penny.
Oh, what's her name?
Our lollipop gumdrop sweetheart.
What's it?
Penelope. It was
Penelope von Schweetz. That's what it is. Yeah. So anyway, they're over there at the Imagination Pavilion. So they exist in the park, but there's no attraction for them.
Yeah, we need an attraction or a realm or just a place that makes a little bit more sense for them. Like, I get why they're there, but I feel like they deserve an area to just flourish. There's so many cool characters, like even a little like Mario Kart type ride. Like, don't they have that in Magic Kingdom where you drive the cars?
They do. They have Autotopia.
Why don't we make that the Sugar Rush?
It's a speedway in Florida. Yeah, that seems like a no-brainer, right?
Right? Like that one's a little old,
not only
right?
that, but it's Tron's opening right next to Speedway pretty soon.
Don't get me excited. I love Tron.
I'm very pumped for that one. That's going to be a very, very cool attraction. And that one is moving very quickly. It sounds like Disney is trying to get that thing done by the end of this year.
You got to know, though, is Daft Punk doing the soundtrack for it? Or?
It exists already in Shanghai, so I'm pretty sure it does use the Daft Punk.
I didn't know if they did there.
I'm not 100% positive, but I can't imagine they won it. I mean, like, it's the original score. They have all the
right, that's what I'm saying. It's a no-brainer. I just want to launch off and hear Dress. That would be awesome.
So, yeah, that might be, man. So that'll be opening up. It's one of those things they haven't announced a date for it yet.
Okay, they don't want to get my hopes up.
No, but I mean, looking at it and seeing sort of the development of it already, it looks like it could be done by this year. Like, it looks like, I mean, October 1st
Think holiday,
is the anniversary.
maybe?
I mean, I I can imagine they're trying to push to get it done before October.
Right? I would feel.
Because if they say, oh, it's our 51st birthday, hey, we're celebrating brand new coaster.
Brand new
Tron
coaster.
And that is a very, very cool thing. That's one of the few rides I've actually spoiled for myself.
And by watching?
Yeah, I watched a ride video for it because I'm like, oh, it's in Shanghai.
I watched all of 5 seconds and said I shouldn't watch this because I'll be sad.
It's clever how they do it. It's a really, really neat coaster. And so, but I mean, the fact that they're already doing like full speed testing of it and everything.
Really?
Yeah, like it sounds like, I mean, the track is done, obviously.
So this is very well underway.
Yeah, so it looks like really it's just kind of some supplementary stuff, like the walkways and pathways need to be finished. But it seems like it's pretty dang close. So, oh yeah, Joe Lozano pointed out that the Epcot still has the Let's Play Pavilion. So that's the old Wonders of Life Pavilion. That was turning into a Let's Play Pavilion, which included a lot of digital stuff, which they have like Wreck-It Ralph and Penelope there. So maybe we'll see them pop up there.
Fingers crossed.
I totally forgot about that because I think Disney also forgot about that.
Yeah, all info I can find on that Wreck-It Ralph ride seems like it's coming after the Tron Light Cycle roller coaster in 2021.
Wait, so there is a Wreck-It Ralph ride?
Apparently, it's really vague on what I'm seeing, but it sounds like there's a Wreck-It Ralph attraction headed to Tomorrowland, I think, or Hollywood Studios. Like, there's a lot of info online that shows a Wreck-It Ralph arcade rescue ride with like fully like queue and pre-show and everything else planned for it. I'm trying to find more info on it, but it's like almost like this ride existed and then disappeared. I need to look into it more. But
that is interesting, yeah, because I don't know of anything that has actually existed. There, for a long time, there's been rumors that there is the Art of Animation pavilion, or not pavilion, but like Art of Animation courtyard or animation courtyard at Hollywood Studios. If you walk in, you see the Chinese Theater to your right side, where it used to be Bear in the Big Blue House and the Little Mermaid attraction. Now they have the Star Wars launch bay over there.
Okay.
That whole area, and then behind that is actually the cast member, or at least when I was there, it was the cast member cafeteria. Rumor has it they were going to gut that and just knock it all down and build a land that will then connect to where Rock and Roller Coaster is.
Oh, because that is at the end, like this.
Yeah, because basically Sunset Boulevard is just a one-way street.
road.
Like, to get there and back, you just have to take the same road.
Yes.
So the idea of completing the loop and actually having a secondary out, like that's actually super safe. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. And so maybe that'll happen. And I could see them doing like a Pixar area down there, including like Wreck-It Ralph, or I guess that's not Pixar. Anyway, I could see that opening up a whole lot more real estate for them to do stuff.
Totally. But like Wreck-It Ralph is that in between. Like isn't the Toy Story stuff over like somewhere in that realm as well?
Yeah. So Toy Story is back behind Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Yeah.
So the back left corner of the park is Star Wars. Next to that is Toy Story.
Okay.
And then you kind of slip back into the old park.
So like right there is it's calling for this weird in between, the connection. I need it.
It's it's so weird being there because like all of the Galaxy's Edge area, that's where Lights Motors Action was. So it's weird, like, it's like, oh, this isn't, and then like all the Toy Story area is my old backlot tour. So like that's where I was.
It's so sad back there. Yeah.
Sad. What's up, Ben?
Yeah, it looks like there is a proposed rumor that a Wreck-It Ralph ride is going to replace the Stitch's Great Escape ride, is what finally is going to replace that there.
Okay.
That's all I can find here, but it sounds like there's one on the way, and like it's been heavily rumored for years now since the pandemic.
Okay.
It sounds like something is happening probably in the next year.
Well, something needs to happen in that space because Stitch went down forever ago, and they haven't done anything with it. So they got to do something with that space there, like put up literally anything for us. That'd be great to see.
Come on.
But
you know what I'd love to see?
What's that?
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts. That would be interesting. I'm curious. I mean, that's Square Enix, right?
Yeah.
So like, that seems like a franchise, but it's also one of those things where it's like, would my grandmother know what Kingdom Hearts is? You know, like would older people know what Kingdom Hearts is?
But I feel like it's a good entry point to the universe of Disney specifically. So like, you know, Sora is just the common person lens. Like it could be cool, like if it's more of like a sit and watch ride, like, you know, you're in a gummy ship and Donald and Goofy are your homies and you're hanging out. Like we don't even have to include Sora.
Okay.
We can have only Disney characters and some Traverse Town and Hollow Bastion, and I'll be happy with Heartless and magic, and you leave and you go through the gift shop and you can make your own Keyblade.
Okay, all right. Oh man, see that would be
Right?
You like see that's what you're speaking Disney language right there.
In and out, baby.
They are all about that customization and spending money. So
And I've seen in all the Disney stores, they've been putting in more Kingdom Hearts merch in those stores. So maybe.
I mean, again, they got to do something. Like, you know, they got to do something to compete with Epic Universe because that feels like it's going to be more of like a teenish themed theme park, you know. And so maybe that's it. Maybe it's Kingdom Hearts. Maybe that's where they need to go to collect that audience.
Please.
We'll see. We'll see.
You will see a young girl cry. I will sob real tears if that was ever announced.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what I'd do. I'd have to buy the biggest package ever. They have like these crazy hotels and stuff now that are Kingdom Hearts themed.
I've heard of that.
You get a little Keyblade to your hotel room. It's awesome.
All right. So I know what to get you for your birthday. It'll be easy.
Oh, but we do have one last Q&A here. I'd
Okay.
love to get through. So
Let's do it.
Their stuff. And this is from our interview with Youth Pastor Ryan, who is awesome.
Youth Pastor Ryan was great.
So awesome. We asked there, if you could be friends with any character, who would you want to be friends with?
Friends with. You throw air quotes around that. That means like when you're friends with the character at Disney, that means you are very intimate friends with them, which means you inhabit their skin, which means you are in costume.
I see.
basically. But that's
Inhabit their skin. That threw me for a loop. I didn't think you were going to say that.
Well, you know what? I'm just saying.
We answered some fun stuff.
Okay.
But I want to see what our past holders have to say, and they're actually really interesting. So Jimmy King 211 says, I would have loved to have been friends with the Dreamfinder.
Ooh.
Because that means I would have gotten to hang out with Figment the entire time, and I'm a massive Figment fan. But if we're gonna pick a character that is currently in the parks, I would love to be friends with Kuzco from The Emperor's New Groove.
Wow.
It's one of your favorite movies, and we should get some of that representation in the parks. I feel you on that one. That would be fun. Could you, Kuzco? Kuzco! I think that would be dope. But are you Kuzco as like a king, or are you Kuzco as a llama?
I mean, I imagine they'd be a face character, right? So I imagine you'd be
As a llama?
No.
Cusco.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
I just keep
I can
thinking
see-
of a llama.
Is it Podrick? Is that his buddy? It's
Podrick, is it Game of Thrones?
no, the John Goodman. That his character. What's his name?
I don't know.
Pacha. Thank you. I was
He
close.
said Podrick. I think that's Game of Thrones.
That is Game of Thrones. You're right. If Podrick showed up, well, he was the friendly one at least. So that's
I
good.
know. That's why I wasn't mad.
Pacha. I could see Pacha with like a llama. Like I could see Pacha as like an actual person.
Right.
And then the llama.
I think
as
the
well.
llama would be awesome. Yzma would be so fun to have.
Yzma would be.
Because we
great.
need more. We need a little bit more villains.
I think Kronk is around. I think you can find
Really?
Kronk already.
You gonna have Kronk and you ain't gonna have Yzma?
Well, I think Kronk is just a giant like.
You
first
can't find a
character.
scrawny old lady? I think they're everywhere in Florida.
That's part of the problem with if you're gonna do the Emperor, like you got to give him a chance to talk. You know, he's got to be like
Yeah.
Donkey at Universal, where he's just like sassy.
Yes.
And so if you throw a head on him, you can't do that anymore.
That is
Not
true.
gonna be allowed to talk.
What could be more of like one of those spectacle ones? Like, isn't Donkey doesn't walk around? He's like stationary, right?
Yeah, Donkey is inside of he's got like a little
Like a
window he
thing. That's
pokes
what
out
I'm
of.
thinking. Is maybe you have that, but Cusco
Maybe.
as the llama, and he's like, rocks at the bottom, sharp fall. Like I need that in my life.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Let's see. Seiji Hyuga says, I would want to be friends with Blue at the Raptor encounter in Universal.
Oh, that's
Assuming she's an actual character and not just an animatronic. Scaring the heck out of people sounds like so much fun.
I would be down for that.
That'd be cool.
I've got like one more piece left. I got to track down
We
here.
actually got a lot of progress done.
I got some stuff done.
Well,
gotta
more
say,
than I could do.
I was talking to you.
I'm sorry you're
No,
chatting.
I would rather do other there.
That one's pretty good. We've got another answer here from Darius Prime. Says, I don't know if they've ever existed in the parks, but I would love to be friends with Fat Thor from Endgame.
I think he may have existed for a brief amount of time
Really?
over at Disney. Yeah, it seems like Disney's California Adventure and Disney in general over there, Disneyland, excuse me. They get all of the Marvel characters and whatnot. They actually did a thing when the TV shows were going, the Disney Plus shows were going. They would have different versions of characters. So like when they were doing WandaVision, they had like Wanda in her mom outfit.
Really?
And they had her like in her
I missed
classic
this?
outfit. Yeah.
God dang it.
And so they had her in a bunch of different, and then like when they did Loki, they had Loki in like his TVA, like being arrested, and then they had him in his suit.
So cool.
So like every week they would have him in different outfits,
That's
which is
awesome.
super clever. And I love stuff like that. I love that they're like, oh yeah, this is, if you're paying
Heck
attention, this
yeah.
is what's going on.
That's great
That's super
internal
nice.
marketing as well, where you're like,
yeah.
why is he dressed like that? Like, you didn't see the Disney Plus show? Well.
See, there you go. Pay attention.
Okay, I might be biased on this answer, Jack.
uh-oh.
I hate it when this happens. Aaron vs. Music says, I'd love for them to bring a Goofy movie ride or show so I could be friends with Powerline.
Who?
Powerline?
Powerline? Is that a band?
Flipping the table.
Is that a person? Is that a donkey?
Flipping the table. They're a person. They are a group. They're actually, I think, the cross section between the Goofy race. Is that what we want to call them?
Yeah, we don't know exactly.
I don't know what that is. They are Prince and MJ at the same time.
Okay.
If you've ever seen a Goofy movie, if you've never seen a Goofy movie, we're gonna have to change this.
I mean, I saw a Goofy movie like probably when it first came out.
You know, the perfect catch on the stage, the guy singing, the whole plot of the movie where he lies to Roxanne that he's gonna be performing with Powerline. This is how you feel, isn't it? Okay. Well, they're pretty awesome, and they dance, and they're cool. And that would be like very like an interactive, someone who performed, like maybe goes up on stage, does like a dance or something. That'd be a cool character to have in the park.
Okay, yeah. Well, I know Max has been in the park. I know when I do the runs, which if you would ever be interested in doing a Disney marathon, let me know.
On the golf cart.
Yeah, absolutely, next to me.
Hoverboard.
When they do like the marathons and the half marathons and stuff, they bring out characters that don't usually show up. So like when you're running, when I was running through Epcot, Darkwing Duck was there.
What?
Yeah, and it's like you never see him out. And
That's crazy.
And then I did the Princess Half Marathon, and literally every single princess was out. Like so, as you're running, they'll have like areas where you can go take photos with like costume characters and stuff. So it's like, so like Max and Goofy were out together.
Oh my God.
But yeah, and so like Darkwing Duck was the one I was like, oh my God,
That's so
that's
cool.
my jam right there.
That's awesome.
And so it's pretty wild. All right.
I think
what
I'm
else?
going to choose all winner from this question, and it's going to be for me, I think, Jimmy King for the Cusco.
There you go, Jimmy King. Congratulations. Thank you very much
Heck yeah.
for answering. And remember, we ask questions every single week on Annual Pass, and if you go over to roosterteeth.com, answer them there. We collect a few of the answers and we look over them during our live streams that we're doing monthly. So I'll be reaching out to all of you guys who won maps this week, and we'll get those mailed out to you very soon. Now that we got some stuff all autographed, but yeah, so fun times. We got a couple more packages here we can open up. I'm gonna stop. So this is as far as I've made it right now. Oh, there we go. We've got. Oh, I saw it appear for a second there. I don't know what's going on with your TV. Is that Powerline?
That's Powerline!
See, Powerline is blowing fuses. That's why we're losing the screen.
It's too hot. It's too hot. This is such a good
Whoa, NSFW.
Hey, this is a
Please.
family-friendly podcast.
Please, now.
Yeah, but couldn't this be cool? Like performance, like as a character, having the girls come out, they doing the dance, not a lot of hip thrusting.
I mean, isn't this basically the plot of Turning Red, though? Isn't that kind of the, I mean, similar, where it's like they're trying to get to the show. So maybe that's where they got the idea for it.
See.
Well, let's see here. Let's open some more stuff here.
Do you need
Yeah, let me grab that from
Le
you.
box opener.
So again, we got some stuff here. Thank you very much. This is from Ryan Kuzik, I believe. Let's open it. This could be dangerous.
Oh.
Opening stuff live on stream. This is a package in a package.
What packageception?
Let's see here.
Packception.
Oh man, there's a lot of stuff going on here.
You did the thing. They were like, yeah, this isn't secure. Can you put it in another bag, please?
Yeah.
I respect that.
Okay.
Oh.
We got a bunch of stuff here. We got a note as well. I'll read the note. Good handwriting. Dear Jack and Jeff and BK, hey, it's Ryan Kuzik again. We talked on Discord, the Annual Pass group. Here's some more Cedar Point swag, which includes staff shirts and a few park maps, etc. I loved how Jeff was mocking me. He matched my energy. I admired him for years, so that made my day. I am relocating to Orlando, Florida in a week. Thank you for your podcast. Your regulation listener, Ryan Kuzik. Thank you very much, Ryan.
Aww.
So we've got Blood on the Bayou.
It says yeehaw.
That's exciting. So we got some, we actually have.
Oh, sorry, it says yee yee.
Oh, does it? This is the Mean Streak Crew
Anger management?
2014. This is appropriate for Jeff, I think. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's awesome.
That's dope.
What else we got here?
Ooh.
Got another shirt. Let's see what it says. Oh, nice. This looks cool. This is a neat looking shirt right there.
That's a cool design.
Cedar Point shirt. I love that old school design. And it's got Top Thrill Dragster right there as well.
It does. That's the one we just learned about.
It's been closed now, apparently. You gotta, oh my God, there's a bunch of stuff in here.
Don't drop the toys.
Halloween 2015. A little button for that. Thank you very much.
Nice.
And then a couple more shirts. We're at some point, we're going to have a wall to put all this stuff up.
A wall of shirts.
This is Cedar Point Haunt at Halloween's. It's a team member shirt, so you can't buy this one. Ooh, thank you very much.
Nice.
And last shirt here.
What we got?
Man, we got so much cool stuff. Okay. And then we've got another shirt. This is
We are
family. Which is Cedar Fair, right? So it's the LeBron James Family Foundation. That's cool. So so Cedar Fair is actually, Cedar Fair owns Cedar Point, and they also own Schlitterbahn too, which we just talked about.
The Schlitterbahn.
So, and we got a whole bunch of other kind of miscellaneous stuff in here.
Little goodies, lanyards.
Well, there's my jam right there. We got
some maps, some pins. I love
pins.
Snoopy
pin.
Oh, it's Snoopy.
You like Snoopy pin? Snoopy. We've got some lanyards here. Some team member lanyards. You got Halloween lanyard. So Cedar Point actually does a thing. It's Magnum XL 200 pin as well. And then we've got some Halloween Horror Nights theme park maps. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Which one is this? This is the one. Oh, this is the one with Ghostbusters. I missed this one.
No.
So I think this is 2019, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it looks like 2019. So they did it, the Halloween Horror Nights before they went dark for 2020. They actually had a Ghostbusters house, which I missed that one.
Ah, that would have been so cool.
Ghostbusters, Stranger Things, Nightingale's Blood Pit, Yeti, Terror of the Yukon, House of a Thousand Corpses, Rob Zombie movie, Universal's Monsters, Graveyard Games, Us, Jordan Peele's Us, they did.
Ooh.
That's scary. Depths of Fear, and Killer Clowns from Outer Space. So that was cool, and I missed that one, and I'm very sad for it. So there we go. Thank you very much for all of this. We will collect it. So we are working on, we're still in a temporary space when we record our episodes, but we're hopefully getting some kind of wall that we can put stuff like this behind us. We have I've got a little tower you can see right here, and I've been slowly dressing with stuff, but hopefully we'll get a good chunk of stuff later. All right, and I got one more package here.
Oh, this is massive.
I don't know what this is.
Ooh.
It's from Joe Lozano. I mean, where did I put the?
You should still have it.
I know. I'm sure I put it. There it is. It's right there.
Okay, there we go.
All right, let me try not to tear anything up here. Okay. It's a big box. And again, thank you everyone for sending us annual pass, like mail and postcards. It's really, I love getting this stuff. I love seeing all of the goodies from all over the planets. We've been getting postcards from literally all over the world, which is such a neat thing. Oh, okay, hang on.
It's so awesome, like seeing all the stuff and like it's like getting souvenirs sent to you, which is pretty cool for me.
All right, we got a postcard here. Do you want to read this?
Yeah, because the art looks so cool. Oh my gosh. Space Mountain Galaxy Getaway. Oh my gosh, okay. Hey, Jack, Jeff, BK, and Ben. Just wanted to thank you guys for the podcast. I've been a huge theme park nerd for about as long as I can remember. So hearing others nerd out about this kind of stuff is awesome. Not to mention, it helps to pass the time on my commute to the most magical place on earth. It was also great meeting Jack and Ben at Universal, and hopefully I can do the same for BK and Jeff. Hope you enjoy the care package. Hold my churro on the side. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, thank you. This is awesome. I'm holding it the wrong way.
I'm assuming this is Joe, who we met at Cosmic Rewind.
Joe.
So Cosmic Rewind, he was working there. When we, actually Dave Cobb managed to pull some strings and got us to go on the ride. So myself, Ben, and my wife Katie, we all got to go ride it with Dave and his buddy. Who, Nathan, who they have the Rat Castle podcast, which is great. Listen to the Rat Castle podcast. I love it. But this is awesome. So this is something that you cannot buy. This is a Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind team member poster. So this is really, really cool. So this is, I'm assuming, the opening team. That is really, really neat. So thank you we will figure out some way to frame this and get it up.
Yes, that is awesome.
And then also he sent along, obviously the postcard there, the Galaxy Getaway, and we've got some these are, I think they're
coasters?
I think these are coasters. They're Animal Kingdom coasters. You can have yourself a little lion there.
Oh, it's a thick boy. Oh my gosh.
And then we also got this one. We've got Ready or Not, Here We Come 2021, and it's some rhinos. Oh, rhinos.
Oh, how cool.
That fits me, I think. And then also some maps here, which, I love that. These are cast member iridescent evening maps.
Wow.
So these are really nice. So
oh my.
They did, so iridescent evenings are basically when they shut down the park and let cast members actually go and check it out. You can see it's shiny there.
I don't want to touch it. This is magical.
I've never seen
this
one
is
of these
like
maps.
touching a holy grail.
It's a really,
it's textured,
really nice
it's embossed, like.
Look at all of that.
This is so cool.
They got photos. They got DJ at Rocket Tower Plaza Stage.
Oh my gosh.
And it's kind of hard to see, but the actual the inside is also shiny. You can see that. I'll try to get the reflections going.
So
this is a really awesome map.
Yeah, these are sick.
See, this is dangerous. Oh wow, they actually have a Tron. Tron is on the map now between Space Mountain and it's on the right side.
Now programming Tron Light Cycle Run. Oh my god. And there's where Sugar Rush should be.
There it should be.
Right there.
Absolutely. So this is cool. I've never seen one of these maps, so this is very, very neat. I will take very good care of this. And this is the 50th anniversary one. Wow. Hashtag Disney Cast Life, hashtag Disney World 50.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, these are the ones where they're a lot of fun, but also it's like you do not mess around. And you're like, nothing too dangerous there because, they'll just terminate you as quick as they can.
Right? I'm surprised they even have a hashtag. Can you even post about things like this? I assume it's probably secret until it's not.
We'll assume that, oh no, we don't know where this came from.
Oh no, I just
ended up on our mailbox.
Found this.
If you have anything like that you want to send us, or if you want to mail us a postcard, we love postcards from theme parks or zoos or anywhere you go, that's cool. You can send it to Annual Pass, care of Rooster Teeth Productions, 1901 East 51st Street, Austin, Texas, 78723. And you can send it that way, and we would love to get some stuff from you. And again, we are slowly developing a set of some nature that we will be able to show off all of this amazingly cool stuff behind us in some form or fashion. So thank you very much, Joe, for that. That's very, very cool. But yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I got some of my Lego done. We're slowly building up the coaster here.
Yeah, you brought that out, and I did not know what I was expecting.
No, it's big.
It is huge. It's big. The box is bigger than me, Jack.
Well, not only that, so this is the old roller coaster. They have a new roller coaster that does a loop. Actually, there's a loop-de-loop in it. It's really, really neat.
Wow.
But yeah, that one, they just released that one. I had this one sitting in my closet for literally years, but it has a very large footprint. So I'm like, I don't know what I'll do with it, but now I have an excuse to do stuff with it. So, but anyway, thank you very much, every single person watching right now. It really does mean the world to us. Annual Pass is a lot of fun. We really, really love doing it. And please, these podcasts live and die based on word of mouth. So tell your friends about Annual Pass. Spread the word, spread the love. We're making more additional content doing stuff like this, these live streams monthly. We also have our TikTok account, which is Annual Pass Pod over on TikTok. You can check that out. I've been posting some news updates. We're going to start doing some more fun stuff over there as well. And also youtube.com/annualpass. We're posting more additional content as well. We're going from just a podcast into more theme park related stuff. And but yeah, and it's been so much fun, and I really do appreciate it. And BK, having you on has been a blast. I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you for having me. I love being able to geek about stuff like this, and to have someone else be super passionate about something is a nice change of pace for me.
Yeah,
I enjoy learning. This is so cool, and I always have so much fun.
Absolutely, it's a good time. It's nice too to have someone that I can talk about theme park stuff, and you're like, oh yeah, I know that. Whereas I love Jeff, but he's definitely still learning. We're still training him. We're still teaching him. So
I feel like training or hazing. I'm not sure which is which.
A little of both. He's been doing it for a year now. But anyway, thank you very much. We're releasing a new episode that came out today for First Members, as a matter of fact. The Texas Giant, I think, came out today.
I believe so.
For First Members, and it's coming out to the public tomorrow, so you guys can check that out. And then I'll say next week we did Schlitterbahn. We talked about Schlitterbahn, the hottest, coolest time in Texas. Come play Schlitterbahn. It was a lot of fun, and we're recording all kinds of fun stuff. It should be a good time. But that's gonna do it for this live stream today. Is there anyone coming on after us? Nope, no one's on after us. So we're gonna be showing some videos, some classic stuff. But thank you very much. Thank you, BK. Thank you, all of our broadcast friends. Thank you, producer Ben, as well, for helping us with this, and everyone watching us in chat right now. We love you guys so much. Thank you for your support. And spread the word. We want to keep doing this forever. So love you guys. Stay safe, and we'll see you very, very soon. Bye.
Bye.